Yeah, does he?
Melvin.
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
All right, I'll transfer you over.
All right, thank you. All right, I'm going to turn these down, Kevin.
Yep.
Fifth-ranked Woodbury Central visiting number 8 Tri-Center. Class 1A.
Kevin.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, I got you. Hey, you guys have a great broadcast.
Thank you, sir.
All right, hey, Mel, let us know if we need to take anything up or down, just because we are outside tonight, so if it gets windy, it might distort our mics a little bit. And then with this phone, just let us know if we need to try to adjust anything.
Okay. All right, I will do.
All right, thank you.
Yep.
He's tough, he's gritty, and I think every game that he has played in since he's been the quarterback at West Virginia, they've had a chance to win. And they've got a really talented backfield. Obviously, they're rushing the ball at a really high rate with great success on the offensive side of the football.
The Mountaineers are coming off an impressive win at Oklahoma State, and this will match 2 of the early unbeatens in the Big 12.
The good thing about this league, you got a chance to win every week. Bad thing about this league, you got a chance to lose every week. There's really good coaching. I think the talent is pretty evenly distributed among the league, and so for us, I think it's just better to keep our eyes on exactly what's in front rather than worrying about anything in the future.
That's West Virginia coach Neil Brown. It's a 7 o'clock Iowa time kickoff. It'll be televised by Fox. After getting drilled in the second half at Ohio State, Iowa takes a 3-2 record into a home game against Washington. The Huskies played in the national championship contest before coach Kalen DeBoer left for Alabama and took several key players with him. Jed Fish took over after rebuilding Arizona and has quickly found success in Seattle. They're 4-2 after a win over Michigan.
And certainly a lot of things have changed since then. They've got a new staff up there. Jed did a great job at Arizona, really turning that program around and giving them life. And now he's doing a great job up there. He's got a really good staff.
That's Iowa coach Kirk Ferentz. To get ready for the 9 a.m. Seattle time kickoff, Washington arrived in Iowa City Thursday. Fish says more important than that, we'll be handling the atmosphere in Kinnick Stadium.
I played there twice, once at Minnesota, once at Michigan, and we got to be ready for loud. We got to be ready for energy. We've got to be ready for incredible fan support, and obviously a team that is built on toughness.
The game will be carried by Fox. There is no break in the schedule for UNI. After getting clobbered at home by top-ranked South Dakota State, the Panthers visit a South Dakota team led by former Wartburg coach Bob Nielsen. After going 10-3 during a playoff season a year ago, the Coyotes are 4-1 and ranked 4th in FCS.
And they've got momentum now, and they run the ball well. They play hard, and they've always done that. Coach has always got a disciplined football team that plays hard, and I don't know, that's a different team. I just know that it's got a lot of confidence in playing really hard.
Dracos Butler in a key early Pioneer Football League showdown. The Bulldogs 2-0 in Pioneer Football League action, and a year ago they wrapped up the conference championship with a win in Indianapolis in the final week of the regular season. Also, Upper Iowa was at home against William Jewell. High school football is next. On the Scouting Report.
Hello, this is Lex Swivel, a registered nurse at Hancock County Memorial Hospital. The average wait for an emergency treatment nationwide is about 2 hours. When you come to Hancock County Memorial Hospital's emergency room, you can expect to be evaluated within 15 minutes of your arrival. When you have an emergency, Hancock County Memorial's ER is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, ready to provide you with the quality and efficient care you need. Your health, our care, a lasting partnership. Hancock County Health System.
The Scouting Report from Radio Iowa Sports.
With 2 weeks remaining in the season for the 4 smallest classes, the stakes rise and several district titles will be determined. That includes 8-player District 1, where third-ranked Remsen St. Mary's hosts number 8 Woodbine. Daniel Versteeg has a preview.
The Woodbine defense has held opponents under 7 points 4 times this season, but they'll have their hands full against a Hawk offense that averages nearly 50 points per game. Remsen St. Mary's head coach Tim Osterman says the Tiger defense is aggressive and athletic.
Their biggest improvement probably, I would say, year over year has been their defense. They played pretty good defense last year. Again, they have really good athletes, but I just think that they're more on top of things. They're more aggressive.
Woodbine sophomore Landon Bloom leads Class 8 player in receiving touchdowns with 13 scores on 18 receptions.
Landon's tall, he's long, he can run, and you really really stop everything that he does. I'm not quite sure. So we're going to have to do our best to try to stay on top of him, try to stay inside of him, and then make plays on the ball.
In games like this, Coach Osterman says it's important that his offense remains on schedule.
Our biggest thing is just make sure that we don't get ourselves into third and longs, third and forevers. Can we keep it manageable, and can we execute when it's time to execute?
For the Radio Iowa Scouting Report, I'm Daniel Versteg, KLEM Lamars.
Also an 8-player, second-ranked Lennox is at home against 10th-ranked Southeast Warren. 4th-ranked Don Bosco hosts Turkey Valley. The title in District 2 is up for grabs as top-ranked Algona-Garrigan hosts Grettinger-Terrell, Ruthven Ayrshire. Nathan Poole reports.
Both teams have high-powered offenses, averaging over 50 points a game. The Golden Bears' defense has been stellar, allowing around 10 points a game, while GTRA's defense has been great, taking away the football from their opponents with 26 total takeaways this season. GTRA head coach Todd Huff says there's a reason Bishop Garrigan is ranked number 1.
They'll be the best team we faced to this point of the season. Biggest thing, they're very physical on both sides of the football. So, up front's always kind of dictates how the game's going to go. So we just got to make sure we're physical on both sides of the football because we know they're going to be. And then they got a lot of weapons, offensively, a lot of skilled guys that they can use on defense, too, to help out with things. So they're just a very well-rounded team.
Bishop Garrigan coach Marty Wadley says the Titans' offense will be difficult to stop.
They have a good quarterback. Casey Huff's a good quarterback. He started for them all last year. I think he's much improved over what he was a year ago.
Bishop Garrigan will try to go for their 19th straight win dating back to last season when they kick off at 7 o'clock at Conway Field in Algona tonight. For the Radio Iowa Scouting Report, I'm Nathan Poole.
Moving on to Class 5A, where top-ranked Dowling Catholic visits Urbandale. It's second-ranked West Des Moines Valley hosting Waterloo West. Third-ranked Bettendorf is at Davenport Central, while fourth-ranked Pleasant Valley hosts Muscatine. And in Class 4A, top-ranked Lewis Central is at Winterset. Second-ranked Gilbert hosts Bondurant Farrar. This season, Bex is recognizing student-athletes that are not only a star in athletics, but a player that shows heart in school, at work, through the community, and in the ag industry. Morgan Brown of Benton Community has not grown up on a farm, but her interest in agriculture began when she took a job on a dairy farm through FFA.
And I just asked my advisor if she knew of any farmers that were looking for workers, and she gave me the contact of my current boss now, and then that's how I started working there on the farm.
Ace Studer of Algona has his own goat herd, which not only has taught him the value of hard work, but the business side of agriculture.
I learned a lot from the health of goats and stuff. So if they're sick, what shots to give them. I will work with our dad with that. He helped a lot with that, and just stuff like that. So I just learned what it takes a lot to do for the production and stuff.
Jamison Kramersmeyer of North Iowa High School says his first memory of the farm is when his grandfather taught him how to drive a tractor.
It was have a hand clutch. So you got to push it forward to make it go forward, and he was letting me do that, and I pushed it forward a little bit too fast, and he popped the wheelie.
For Jace Johnson of Linville Sully, showing pigs has been a tradition in his family, and he started at the age of 6.
I just learned from my mom, just learned from other people around me, other showmen, and obviously the things that the other shows. Like if a judge tells me something, I'm gonna take that and find out what I need to fix or what I can change to make me better.
Nominate a student athlete by searching Beck's Player with Heart. The rest of Week 7 is next on the Scouting Report.
Hancock County Health System Physical Therapy Department is here for you. Hi, I'm Dawn Heatland, Director and Physical Therapist at Hancock County Health System. Here we individually work with you to get you moving again. We have trained professionals that will work one-on-one with you to improve your strength, balance, and get you moving as pain-free as possible. HCHS Rehab has offices in Britt, Garner, and Kanawha. Call 641-843-5500 to find out how we can help you. Hancock County Health System. Your health, our care, a lasting partnership.
The Scouting Report from Radio Iowa Sports.
Familiar foes collide tonight in Class A as top-ranked ACGC hosts Mount Air. Marcus Mackey will call the game for Raccoon Valley Radio.
The ACGC Chargers and Mount Air Raiders played against one another twice last year, with the Chargers taking both games, the first 42-18, and the second in the playoffs, 34-18. Head coach for the Chargers, Cody Mathewson, says that even though they took last year's games, he's expecting another tough matchup.
They're going to be hungry. They played us 0-2 last year, and so they're going to have a chip on their shoulder, and they're going to have that bad taste in their mouth, and they're going to want to get a little bit of revenge. So
Ryan Victor is also looking forward to what could be a tough game and is looking forward to what the two Class A teams could see in the future as well.
Just another opportunity to play against a top-notch opponent. You know, Coach Mathewson's done a great job over there at bringing, you know, a resurgence to that program, especially in the last 5 to 7 years. And I think in Class A, this could turn into a pretty good rivalry. I know they got the best of us last year, especially the first game, but we closed the gap a little bit in the second in the playoff game. And so we're looking forward to see if we've closed that gap and make it more of an even contest this week. So we're excited for the opportunity.
The Chargers are undefeated on the season, and the Raiders' only loss comes from the Madrid Tigers earlier in the season.
There's one other rated matchup in Class A. It features 5th-ranked Woodbury Central visiting number 8 Tri-Center. Class 1A, the lone rated matchup finds number 4 OABCIG hosting 9th-ranked Hinton. It's top-ranked Grundy Center at Albernet, while number 2 Wilton visits West Branch. One of 2 rated matchups in 2A features 8th-ranked Roland Story hosting number 10 Des Moines Christian. Quinn Douglas has a preview.
Roland Story head coach Matt Finn says the key to victory on Friday night will be pressuring Des Moines Christian quarterback Jet Each and not allowing him to extend plays.
We've got to find a way to get home with the pass rush, and we've got to find a way to stay in coverage long enough so we can get that done.
A program that is becoming known for throwing the football, Des Moines Christian head coach Matt Daniels says he challenged his players in the offseason to become a more balanced football team on offense.
If we want to win at this level of football, Class 2A football, we have to be able to establish the run game to keep teams honest. And so we really emphasize with our guys in the offseason the work that they're putting in the weight room.
Daniels says Roland Story's front on the offensive defensive side is among the best in Class 2A.
I would argue that they might have one of the best front 3 groups, offense, defense side of the football in terms of just physicality and their technique. And I know that they're going to come out and run the football, and that's what they want to establish.
For the Radio Iowa Scouting Report and KQWC, this is Quinn Douglas.
The other rated matchup in Class 2A features 3rd-ranked PCM Monroe visiting number 9 West Marshall. Top-ranked Spirit Lake is at Garner Hayfield Ventura, while number 2 West Lyon visits Sheldon. In Class 3A, there are a couple of rated matchups. Top-ranked Algona visits number 5 Humboldt. 2nd-ranked Williamsburg is at home against 6th-ranked Solon. It's 3rd-ranked Dubuque Waller at West Delaware, and number 4 Sergeant Bluff Luton hosts Carroll. That's all for the Scouting Report. For Radio Iowa Sports, I'm Todd.
KHAM Britt is B103.1 FM, a Koloff media station.
Miller & Sons Easy-Go Golf Cars in Britt, Iowa. Looking for a get-up-and-go have-fun car? Check out Easy-Go's new elite models powered by Samsung lithium technology with unbeatable power and performance, unprecedented zero-maintenance batteries, and an 8-year warranty. Check out our new pre-owned and customized options today at Miller & Sons Easy-Go Golf Cars, 1/2 mile south of Britt on James Avenue.
All right, it's now time for West Hancock football on KHAM B103 and streaming live at KIOW.com. Now let's head to your pregame and live play-by-play with the voices of the Eagles, Kevin Wilson and Jay Hiscox.
Thank you, Mel, and welcome everyone to West Hancock football and the Miller & Sons pregame show. There are just 2 weeks left in the regular season, and a few teams are fighting for playoff positions, and tonight's contest features a couple of teams looking to do just that as the Eagles travel to Lake Mills to do battle with the Bulldogs. I am Kevin Wilson alongside the professor, Jay Hiscox. And Jake, a nice night for football.
Hey, I'm going to call an audible real quick.
All right.
I'm not going to sing, but I'm just going to say happy birthday, Kevin.
All right. Thank you,
Kevin,
sir.
the voice of West Hancock football. It's his birthday today. I'm not going to say how old he is. Actually, I didn't even ask you today. What, 48, 49?
We'll keep that under wraps for now.
So happy birthday to you. Yeah, beautiful night for football. Lake Mills has a great facility over here, and we are outside in the bleachers, kind of like some Harry Carey and the guys back in the day at Wrigley Field. So
if you hear a little wind noise in the background, that is why, as I can hear a little in my headset right now. But
just the elements.
Yeah, it's the elements, and it's a beautiful night for football, as we said, and the field looks great. A little breeze from the northwest here, and it's a little bit chilly by the end of the game. We might be cuddling together here at Jake's just to keep warm. But
maybe somebody over there in the West Hancock stands listening, they can bring a blanket or something, because I don't really want to cuddle with you.
Come on, man. Let our friends for it.
It's supposed to cool off quite a bit here this weekend and early next week.
That it is.
So we'll see. But I think it's supposed to be back warm again by next Friday night.
I believe you're right. So we'll get back to football here. The Eagles can clinch at least a tie for the district championship with a win tonight. And the Bulldogs, they come into tonight's contest tied with St. Ansgar and Newman Catholic with 3-1 district records. The Eagles and the Bulldogs will be clashing for the 82nd time. The Eagles hold a 40-38-3 record, and they've won 9 of the last 11 games. So Lake Mills looking to, be the spoiler here as West Hancock can clinch a piece of the district championship tonight. Lake Mills still in the running, not mathematically eliminated from the same as them, St. Ansgar and Newman. Just one game behind West Hancock in the standings. So we'll take a break. We come back and we'll get a little bit more familiar with tonight's opponent, the Lake Mills Bulldogs. You're listening to West Hancock Football on the home of the Eagles, B103.
Miller & Sons Easy Go Golf Cars in Britt, Iowa. Looking for a get-up-and-go have-fun car? Check out Easy Go's new elite models powered by Samsung lithium technology with unbeatable power and performance, unprecedented zero-maintenance batteries, and an 8-year warranty. Check out our new pre-owned and customized options today at Miller & Sons Easy Go Golf Cars, 1/2 mile south of Britt on James Avenue.
Hi, this is Mike Ewing. For more than 40 years, my family and our staff at Ewing Funeral Home and Monument Company have been caring for your families with personalized services as unique as the lives each of us live. Ewing Funeral Home and Monument Company, serving Britt, Canala, Clarion, Belmont, Dow's, and all the surrounding communities for generations and generations to come.
Tap, go. First Citizens Bank's contactless debit cards make purchases easy. Call us at 800-423-1602 or stop in to see us about getting one today. First Citizens Bank, member FDIC.
All right, welcome back, everyone. And again, we're here in Lake Mills tonight and taking on the Bulldogs, West Hancock, #1 rated, and coming into tonight's game leading the district, and Lake Mills looking for the upset, Jay.
Yeah, they certainly are, and you alluded to it there. You couldn't be in a better position if you're Lake Mills as far as where you're at in the district standings and the teams that you have in front of you. I mean, they have, it would be a monumental task and 2 crazy upsets just based on what we've seen from us and St. Ansgar and Lake Mills, but they do have that in front of them, so they shouldn't be hurting for motivation at all, and you're playing at home on a Friday night.
Right.
So Brady Kurtz, he enters his 2nd year as the leader of the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs bring in that 4-2 record we talked about. Their only district loss was a 30-14 setback versus Newman Catholic in Week 3. After tonight, they finish out their regular season schedule as St. Ansgar. Senior quarterback Hayden Helgeson is 21 of 56 for 341 yards and 3 touchdowns to go with 8 interceptions. He also has 44 carries for just 24 yards but 4 touchdowns. The primary rusher for the Bulldogs is senior Carter Christensen. He has 102 carries with 522 yards and 2 touchdowns. Rounding out the rushing attack is senior Landon Price. 46 touches, just under 400 yards and 6 touchdowns for him. And then also junior Nash Degler has 26 rushing attempts for 257 yards and 4 scores. He's also a threat in the receiving game as he has 9 catches for 215 yards and 3 trips to the end zone, while senior Jack Steen has 7 catches. Seniors Price, Wyatt Hanna, and Jeremiah Jensen lead the defense, and Hanna has 2.5 of the team's 5 sacks that account for almost half of the team's tackles for losses. As a group, they forced 10 turnovers, and the Bulldogs are averaging 21.3 points per game on offense, and they give up 20. And we will now listen to the national anthem.
All right, that was the national anthem, courtesy of, I'm not sure what the group is here. It's a rather large group of Lake Mills students, and did a wonderful job. We're going to take a quick break here. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit about West Hancock Eagles and what they bring into tonight's game. This is West Hancock football on B103.
Forge and Build is Britt's one-stop shop for contractors and do-it-yourselfers. Not sure what you're looking for? Let their trained professionals help you determine what lumber, tools, or hardware you'll need to get any job done. Stop by and see them at 1st Avenue Northeast in Britt, or visit them at forgeandbuild.com.
Miller & Sons Easy Go Golf Cars in Britt, Iowa. Looking for a get-up-and-go have-fun car? Check out Easy Go's new elite models powered by Samsung lithium technology with unbeatable power and performance, unprecedented zero-maintenance batteries, and an 8-year warranty. Check out our new pre-owned and customized options today at Miller & Sons Easy Go Golf Cars, 1/2 mile south of Britt on James Avenue.
All right, welcome back here. We're in Lake Mills tonight with West Hancock and the Lake Mills Bulldogs squaring off once again in district contest. And Eagles come into tonight's game, Jay, with a new #1 ranking to their name, or behind their name, and looking to close out a district championship.
Yeah, Coach Mark Sanger's team just keeps rolling along. They are ranked #1 in the IAHSAA rankings, the association rankings, and second in the Radio Iowa rankings behind ACGC. Last week they ran roughshed over the South Central Calhoun Titans, amassing 387 yards rushing on just 28 carries. 13 Eagles have carried the ball so far this season. The main four, Brady Bixel, Creighton Kelly, Gustavo Gomez, and Jacoby Subject, have 1,666 of the team's 2,050 yards and an average of 9.6 yards per carry. The offense ranks #2 in total touchdowns, trailing Pekin by 7. They also rank second in rushing touchdowns with 29, one less than Pekin, and they're second in rushing yards, trailing ACGC by 342 yards. This team doesn't put the ball in the air often, but their 20.6 yards per completion ranks second in Class A, just 7 pass completions, I want to say, on the season. The defense is giving up just under 113 yards per game on the ground and 90 through the air. Linebackers Zach Bukema, Brady Bixel, Gustavo Gomez, Creighton Kelly, those guys have amassed 40% of the team's tackles. The defense has forced 9 turnovers, 2 of them for scores, and special team units have added 2 touchdowns on kickoff returns. The Eagles have punted just 4 times on the season. I think keys tonight for Lake Mills, Kevin, obviously you got to have a little bit of luck on your side. You got to hope you get some turnovers, the ball bounces your way type of thing, maybe some broken coverage in the secondary, something to keep them in this game. West Hancock's been really putting it on teams here in the first half, and hasn't been much of a game by halftime. So that's going to be, I think, one of the keys for Lake Mills. Can they get this game to halftime where they're down a score or 2 is all, and just keep extending this game? And it's always, the pressure always tightens up on the heavy favorite in that situation. So that's going to be a key for Lake Mills. How they go about doing that is going to be hard. They're going to have to be really good on the offensive line, really good on the defensive line, and for West Hancock, like we talked about in weeks past, control that line of scrimmage, stay ahead of the chains down and distance-wise, and should be a good night for West Hancock. In talking with you over lunch yesterday, I wouldn't be surprised to see West Hancock put it in the air a little bit more tonight, just to work on that a little bit, as we've only got 2 games left. And like when you're putting together the pregame notes, only 7 pass completions, but 20.5 yards per completion. But that might be something I wouldn't be surprised to see West Hancock throw it 4 or 5 times in the first half even.
Right. Yeah. So, all right, we're going to take a quick break here. When we come back, we'll be ready for football. We'll have your starting lineups and the opening kickoff. Once again, this is West Hancock football on B103.
NIAC is proud to help support North Iowa athletes. Working hard and being part of a team is a great way to learn lessons for life. And learning is what NIAC is all about, beginning with high school juniors and seniors who can start building college credits now for free. Learn more at niac.edu.
Miller & Sons Easy Go Golf Cars in Britt, Iowa. Looking for a get-up-and-go have-fun car? Check out Easy Go's new elite models powered by Samsung lithium technology with unbeatable power and performance, unprecedented zero-maintenance batteries, and an 8-year warranty. Check out our new pre-owned and customized options today at Miller & Sons Easy Go Golf Cars, 1/2 mile south of Britt on James Avenue.
All right, welcome back. We are just about 2.5 minutes from the opening kickoff here, and we'll run through the starting lineup here. And Jay, have they even done the coin toss yet, Jay? Okay, I wasn't sure.
I was trying to pay attention, but I didn't see it. Usually they do it, 15 minutes prior. Yeah, they do a ceremonial toss, but I think it looks like I see the captains for West Hancock.
So you can watch that
lined up. I'll watch it right here.
I'll go through the offense first for Lake Mills, and then I'll go through West Hancock defense, and we're just going to make some assumptions here. And if we're wrong, well, most of them go both ways. So for the Bulldogs at center is number 57, Calvin Rognes. He's a sophomore, 5'11", 215. The guards are number 72, Wyatt Hannon, a senior, 6'5", 245. And number 55, Josiah Geldahl. He's a junior, 6'4", 210. At the tackle positions are number 53, Ethan Lawson. He's a senior, 5'10", 185. And number 54, Lane Sprecher. He's a sophomore, 5'8", 185. At the split end position, we have number 2, Zach Stenny. He's a junior, 5'11", 150. And it looks like Lake Mills has deferred till the second half, Jay. The other split end is number 3, Austin Henderson. He's a sophomore, 6'1", 155. At quarterback, number 12, Hayden Helgeson. He's a senior, 5'11", 175. In the backfield, number 10, Carter Christensen. He's a senior, 5'6", 165. Wearing number 0 is Nash Delger. He's a junior, 5'8", 140. And rounding out the offense for the Bulldogs, number 21, Jeremiah Jensen. He's a senior, 6'4", 180. So Lake Mills has won the toss, elected to defer to the second half, so West Hancock will receive. They will defend the south goal, and their offense will drive to the north here on the opening possession. And set to kick off for the Bulldogs is number 0, I believe. What?
24.
24, okay, they're switching it up on me here. I got to get my program out in front of me, Jay. That is Austin Stenny. He's a senior for the Bulldogs. So Bulldogs come out tonight dressed in their all purple uniforms, purple pants, purple jerseys with gold numbers and trim.
Yeah, looking at the sidelines here, Degler is usually the kicker. He is out tonight. So, he's also the leading receiver and pretty big play weapon for the Bulldogs. So he's out.
And we have this looks like a color game here. The NFL color, what do they call it? The
color rush game?
Yeah, color rush. That's it. I couldn't think of the word. So here we go. We're set, and here's the kick. And onside kick to start the game. West Hancock covers it up at about the 45-yard line. So West Hancock will start with decent field position to start the game.
That was Gavin Wonder covering it up there. It was Carson Bruns initially slowed that ball up, and Wonder and Ray Gretlet and Bruns were all on top of that ball protecting each other. So the Eagles will start with good field position at the 46-yard line here to open up this football game.
And here we go. They come out of the huddle. Wing to the right is Gustavo Gomez. Jump guard goes under center. And they give it to Bixel off the left side, and he's got a lot of room to run. In fact, Bixel could go. He's got one man to beat. He's at the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Brady Bixel. 54 yards to start the game.
Bixel to the house, and that's been a theme for West Hancock these last few weeks. Big plays to open up the games. That time, Bixel had a nice clearing there off the left side from some nice blocks by his offensive lineman. Ray Gretlet with a nice block leading the way, and then Bixel broke a couple tackles and then broke a final tackle. Kind of did a Walter Payton high step at about the 10-yard line, and houses one from 54 yards out.
And Zach Buchan is on now to attempt the point after. Snapped a little bit low, but the kick is up and good right down the middle. So with 12 seconds off the clock, West Hancock takes the lead 7-0 over the Lake Mills Bulldogs. You're listening to West Hancock football on B103.
Like Big Brad's For 12 years, offering award-winning barbecue for vending, catering, parties, reunions, graduations, or any other event in your future. Book Big Brad's Barbecue today. Call 515-293-0791. And let's go Eagles.
Hi, I'm Brent McNeese. McNeese Tire and Automotive in Brent. Big or small jobs, we do it all. Tires, oil changes, and other vehicle maintenance, inspections, brakes, even transmission and engine work. And with 24-hour roadside service calls, count on our McNeese Tire family to be there for your child when it matters most. McNeese Tire, a mile and a half west of Brent on Highway 18. Call 843-3536 or visit us on Facebook.
Garner Dental Group provides orthodontics for all ages. Dr. Amy and Dr. Bree use the latest technology with Invisalign. Dental monitoring allows patients to scan weekly with their phone from the comfort of their home. This allows consistent monitoring and communication with the doctor while also reducing physical trips into the office. We want to see your smile. Visit GarnerDental.com today.
All right, as we come back, Lake Mills runs the ensuing kickoff back. That is number 4. That is Landon Price, a senior, takes the ensuing kickoff back from about the 12-yard line, I believe.
Kind of took it to his left a little bit and then wound it back to his right and then found a seam up the, not quite up the right hash, up the right middle of the field, and then just turned on the jets. Eagles not playing with good leverage on special teams there. Took some poor angles. And Lake Mills with the big play early as they answer the Bixel touchdown run with the Landon Price kick return. They will go for 2 and try to take the lead here.
And Helgeson in the shotgun formation. They put a man in motion. Low snap. Helgeson's going to keep it to, oh no, he handed it off to Christensen. And Christensen's going nowhere. And the extra point will be no good. And we'll throw it right back to Mel again for another break here. 7-6, West Hancock leads, 11:37 to play. West Hancock football on B103.
Hancock County Health System physical therapy programs are here for you. For high school athletes to retirees, HCHS will guide you in minimizing your pain and maximizing your mobility. Hancock County Health System, your health, our care, a lasting partnership.
If you've been to a wedding in the Midwest in the last 2 decades, chances are good it's been Mojo Productions rocking the reception. And if it's a party you want, Mojo Productions can deliver. Street dances, private parties, even karaoke. Mojo Productions has you covered. So give us a call at 515-408-1074 and get Mojo working for you.
All right, welcome back. And, well, we got to catch our breath already. As 23 seconds have elapsed in this game, and it is 7-6. West Hancock leads over the Bulldogs of Lake Mills.
Welcome, welcome to high school football, Kevin.
Holy smokes. I can't hardly keep up. You know, I'm a year older now, Jay. So West Hancock will get their second possession.
I feel like this is just deja vu, the opening kick.
Yes, there's Teague Smith and Brady Bixel deep for West Hancock. They're standing on about their 15-yard line, and this one's going to be kicked, and it's going to be taken short by Teague Smith at about the 20. He's up over 25-30, and he could go. He's got one man to beat, and he's going to be drugged down in Lake Mills territory at about the 27-yard line. There's a late flag.
Yeah, you're going to add 15 on because it's going to be a horse collar on the tackle, and that's one of those horse collars. The only way that kid was getting Teague down was just to grab at anything, and got him by the horse collar there, so you're going to add 15, and Teague just about houses one, and this game is already off the rails, Kevin.
Yeah, we are at a track meet, folks. Next up is the 400-meter dash. And there's a horse collar, as you said, and that'll add 15 yards to it. The ball's on the 27 now, and we're going to head. In fact, they've already got a second ball marked.
So no shortage, shortage of options for our First State Bank play of the game yet. So we've got a couple to choose from so far, and I've got a feeling there's going to be many more to come. Hopefully, they're just the guys in the red and white with the pink socks, and
my goodness,
no more giving up big plays if you're West Hancock defensively or via special teams.
So West Hancock will come out of the huddle, wing to the right with Gomez, jump guard under center. And it'll be Bixel once again, and he's looking for some room to run. He's inside the 10. There's a flag on the play.
Bixel at the left side.
I'm starting to feel like Al Michaels with all these flags.
Yeah,
tackled by Jerry Jensen.
You might have a hold on West Hancock on the edge there. Or is it going to be a face mask? No,
it's a hold, yep.
Yeah, I think it was a guy on the edge there. And Bixel kind of looked like he was going to bounce that out and then cut it back up inside. That's one of those things where as you're a blocker on the edge, you kind of feel him going outside, so you're trying to get that extra block, and he cuts it up inside, and it kind of messes with you as far as your hand placement and that. So it's going to be first and long for West Hancock. They are in 4-down territory, though.
So the Eagles will come out again, wing to the right with Gomez, balanced line up front. And it'll be Creighton Kelly this time off the right side. Creighton's got a lot of room to run. He's got plenty of traction as he takes it, gets the penalty back, and then some as he takes it down to about just inside the 5-yard line.
About a 20-yard run for Creighton is going to be really close to first down territory. You got a better angle than me over there.
Yeah, he's going to be just short by about the length of the football. As jump guard goes under center, wing to the right, they give it to Kelly once again, and Kelly is in for the touchdown from 5 yards out. It's Creighton Kelly puts West Hancock on the board.
4 yards out, Kevin.
All right.
Is what they were scoring that on the scoreboard. So
right,
Creighton Kelly, third play from scrimmage for West Hancock after the penalty, and West Hancock with their second touchdown, this time via Creighton Kelly, the senior halfback, and Bucamo will line up to kick it again.
Here's a snap, good snap. A little hesitation on the hold, but the kick is up, and just to the right is Bucamo's kick. And the high snap threw him off just a little bit as he had to double clutch. So it'll, with 10:46 to go in the first period, it'll be West Hancock 13, Lake Mills 6. This is West Hancock football on B103.
Sense Seed and Services in Britt, your local Pioneer team. Pioneer brand soybean varieties are raising the bar on yields and pushing those yields even higher with local knowledge, services, and support. So make the most of every acre with Pioneer brand soybeans and premium seed treatments like Ilevo. Sense Seed and Services in Britt and Pioneer, with you from the word go.
Britt Food Center. Experience all the benefits of a family-owned local grocery store like prime quality meat, fresh produce, deli, and bakery items. Download the Bright Aisle mobile app for digital coupons, recipes, email offers, and smart zone alerts to save even more. Or visit us online at BrittFoodCenter.com.
All right, welcome back. 10:46 to play. Zach Buckham is set to kick off for West Hancock. Deep for the Bulldogs and Zach's kick is high, end over end. This is going to be taken by Price at about the 13-yard line, and he's going to get dumped at about the 22-yard line.
And that time the Eagles special teams unit, the kick team, stayed in their lanes and made a nice hit after a short return. Teague Smith and didn't see who the other one was in on the tackle. So Lake Mills will now run their first series on offense after they open the game with the kick return via Landon Price.
So the Bulldogs will come out, a single receiver split out wide each way, and Helgeson in the shotgun formation, pistol formation. Oh, snap, hits his hands and drops down. Helgeson picks it up, tries to make something out of nothing, and he gets forward a couple of yards to the 26-yard line. So I will comment that the Eagles, dressed in their all white, but they are wearing their pink socks tonight as breast cancer or cancer awareness month is upon us, and Eagles supporting the cause tonight with their pink socks. So 2nd down and 8 for West Hancock. 10:16 to play, first quarter. 13-6, Eagles lead. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left for Helgeson. Pistol formation. He's back to pass, and he's rolled out to his right, and he gets over the line of scrimmage and is drugged down after gain about a yard. Faust and Prignitz.
Yeah, Helgeson did a good job of stepping up in the pocket there and kind of buying himself some time, but not on the same page as his receiver Price here on the near side. Was covered up pretty good. Helgeson was talking to him after that play. I don't know if he wanted him to break that route off a little bit earlier, but Helgeson did a good job of picking up a couple there. Going to be 3rd and 6.
Yeah, 3rd and 6, pistol formation once again. 1 man each way. They're going to give it off, up pitch now to 21, and he's wrapped up and drugged down by Creighton Kelly at the line of scrimmage, and that is Jeremiah Jensen with the carry.
Yeah, good job there by the Eagles to stay disciplined. That's one thing with this offense. If you're watching on the live stream, it's very comparable to the old Navy offense. They're just running it from a pistol or gun formation, have a lot of motion and a lot of misdirection. some triple option looks, and so you'll have guys kind of doing that orbit motion behind the quarterback and running backs, and you just have to stay disciplined defensively, read your keys, do your job, whether you're a linebacker and you've got the fullback or you're scraping out to the pitch guys. But Kelly did a good job there of being the guy that needed to clean up the pitch man, and he did just that.
And so the punt formation for the Bulldogs, and this punt's going to be taken by Bixel at about the 47-yard line, his own 47-yard line, and he'll take it over midfield to about the 45 of the Bulldogs, where the Eagles will start first and 10, 8:41 to play in the first quarter. The Eagles lead 13-6 over the Bulldogs.
Yeah, nice job by Bixel to field that punt. It was kind of a sidewinder of a rotation on that punt. Those can be tricky to field sometimes, but able to field it and get upfield, and the Eagles, again, going to start in really good field position just inside the Bulldog 45-yard line.
And they'll come out of the huddle. Wing to the right. Gomez. Jump guard goes under center. Turns, gives it off to Kelly. Kelly off the right side, fighting his way to the 40-yard line. And Ray Gredlett blocking 20 yards downfield.
I was going to say, that's how big plays happen. I heard some grumbles here in the Lake Mills crowd as we're up in the bleachers, but tell you what, when you have linemen blocking 20 yards downfield legally, that's why West Hancock is one of the leaders always in average yards per carry.
Second down and 6 for the Eagles. That same formation, wing to the right. This time I believe it's Teague Smith over there, and they're going to give it to a pitch on Bixel. Bixel's got the corner, lots of room to run. He's at the 20, 15, 10, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5-yard line. And it'll be a first and goal for West Hancock. Jeremiah Jensen come up and save the touchdown for the Bulldogs.
We've seen that play a lot this year with Brady Bixel, that quick pitch to the fullback, and he'll either have Gomez or Jam Guard or Kelly typically leading out there. And Bixel that time, nice patient run, just kind of waiting for blocks to develop and weaving his way upfield on a 35-yard gain.
So Jam Guard will go under center, give it to Bixel once again. He's off the left side. He's down to about the 3. So we've got second and goal for West Hancock.
Kevin's going to switch his mic a little bit here and trying to adjust for the wind. I might have to do the same thing, Kevin.
We'll see if that helps any. Well, wind is going a different direction on me, so we'll see if that goes. Apologize for that. As Jay said, we are sitting outside tonight. Beautiful night for football, and we are in the open air. So West Hancock comes up to the line of scrimmage now. Teague Smith, wing to the right, balanced front for West Hancock. Jump guard under center and is going to give it off to Bixel off the right side. Bixel's in for the touchdown from 3 yards out, and that puts West Hancock up 19-0 pending, or excuse me, 19-6 pending the extra point here. 7:04 to play in the first quarter.
Second touchdown of the night for Brady Bixel. 4 carries, 94 yards, and 2 scores. Eagle offense is efficient yet again here in week 7. This offensive line, we talked about it last week a lot. This offensive line has just gotten better and better and better, and they are a pretty elite group right now here in week 7.
Two receivers to the left now for Teague Smith at the Wildcat position, and he runs it in for the 2-point conversion, and that makes it West Hancock 21, Lake Mills Bulldogs 6. This is West Hancock football on B103.
Score big with fast fiber from COM1. Get up to 1 gig plus local support 24/7 so you can keep streaming your Eagles. COM1, the local one serving Hancock, Wright, and Humboldt County neighborhoods with the most reliable internet, telephone, and digital HD TV. Click com1net.net today.
Power up your toolbox. Make lawn care, painting, and outdoor building projects quick and easy, or transform your backyard into a chilling, grilling space. Swenson's Hardware in Britt is ready to help you do it best. Shop in store or online 24/7 at swensons.doitbest.com. Free fast delivery to our store. Swenson's Do It Best Hardware in Britt, serving Eagle fans for over 40 years.
All right, welcome back. I always feel like I'm going to name that tune, Jay. Our intro music, Mel does a great job with that. And he's
Mel's the best.
He's living in the 80s like we are. So thank you, Mel. Zach Buckham is set to kick off for West Hancock. 7:04 to play here in the first quarter. 21-6, West Hancock leads. And Zach, kicks this one a wobbler that's down by the. Yeah, he kicked the tee.
You had left a divot on that one, Kevin, as the tee went down here to the 37-yard line. Nate Bixel had to pick it up. Yeah, Blake Wonders running out there looking for the tee, and it's nowhere to be found out there, Blake.
So it's 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. They'll start from their own 22 as they just covered up the punt there. Or
when you catch one of those wedge shots, kind of fat.
Yeah. I thought maybe he had taken a divot. I didn't know if it was the tee or a divot. So
ended up all right though.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. 7:01 to play. They trail 21-6. They come out with a single receiver, split out wide to the right, one to the left. Helgeson now he puts a man in motion and pitches to the motion man. And the Eagles are in hot pursuit, and they're going to bring him down after just a short gain of a yard. And that's run was Jeremiah Jensen.
Yeah, good job by the Eagles again, using leverage defensively. That's one of those orbit motions that we talked about with this offense, and they're basically just trying to get to the outside as fast as possible, out leverage the defense. The Eagles, a very disciplined defense, well coached, and give up just a long yard on what could have been a big play.
Single to the right, double to the left for Helgeson. And he rolls out to his left. He's looking downfield, fires it out there, and it's overthrown, intended out there for Price. And it falls harmlessly to the ground, and that'll bring up 3rd down. It'll be 3rd and 8 for the Bulldogs. They're on their own 23-yard line. We are doing equipment adjustments again.
Doing the old mic flip like you, but it's just now I feel like I'm watching the game backwards here with the mic on the wrong side.
We are creatures of habit here.
Hopefully that'll help with the wind buzz.
So here we go again, 2 to the left, 2 to the right for Helgeson, single man in the backfield, pistol formation. And he's looking to his left, fires it out there, complete to Jensen, I believe.
Yeah, that was Jensen.
Yeah, Jeremiah Jensen, and he's going to be short. They're going to give him a nice spot up to about the 29-yard line.
Yeah, nice catch by Jensen. It looked like he was going to have some room to run, but the Eagles, as always, rally into the football. Decision time now for Coach Kurtz and company from their own 29-yard line, 4th and 3. Do you go for it? If I'm Coach Kurtz, I mean, you're a heavy underdog. You're on your home field. Why not?
And Landon Price comes into the game, and it looks like they are going to go for it as they don't have anybody deep to punt. Helgeson in the pistol, 2 to the left. Now they put Jensen in motion. They pitch it to Jensen. Jensen's looking to pass, and he's underthrown the ball. And there's going to be pass interference as Jacoby's subject on the receiver. The receiver tried to come back to the ball, and Jacoby never was able to identify it and made a little contact.
Nice play call by Coach Kurtz and company. Not just trying to pick up the 3, trying to pick up the big play, and they get the pass interference. That's one where Jacoby's going to watch that back on film and realize you got to turn around and make a play on the football. He would have had good coverage.
I think he might even had a chance at a pick if he had turned around.
Coach Sanger's Ethan Gakin going to come in now for Jacoby, and Coach Sanger is just going to talk to him real quick. Let him know, hey, learn your lesson. This is what you did. This is what you need to do, and you're a good player. You're a young player. Just got to learn from your mistakes.
So single receiver each way now for the Bulldogs. Helgeson in the shotgun. He's going to turn, hand it off to. Ball's out.
Yeah, I think he hit it on the hip of.
Yeah, Carter Christensen was supposed to be the carrier, and I don't know if that was a fake or if he was actually trying to hand it off. But at any rate, it didn't happen, and the ball went on the ground, and it'll bring up 2nd and 10. So 2nd and 10 from the 43-yard line of the Bulldogs. 5 minutes to play here in the first quarter.
Yeah, watching that replay over the pass interference. One thing I love to see is how guys react and how other teammates react. Creighton Kelly goes over to Jacoby Subject, slaps him on the butt. I'm sure he just told him, hey, learn from it. You're a great player. But good leadership there by Creighton Kelly.
Landon Price now on the carry, and he takes it up to about the 48-yard line. And we'll see where I think it's going to be the 48. That'll be a 3rd down now and 5.
Yeah, nice job of getting their blocks on the edge there by the Bulldogs, picking up a nice gain, bringing it to 3rd and 5. And now, after they went for it on 4th and 3, got to believe if they pick up a couple here, they would likely go for it again on 4th down.
So the Bulldogs will come out now, 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Helgeson in the pistol. Behind him is Christensen, and Helgeson's going to get stopped, and is that going to be a Britt Food Center sack?
I'm going to call it a sack, Kevin, because I saw 3 guys out running routes there, so we will call that a Britt Food Center sack. Who's our first winner?
Rusty Hadachik is the winner of a bag of groceries, compliments, or a sack of groceries, if you will, from the Britt Food Center.
There's a few different Eagles that you could have given credit to on that one. So
if you want to be a winner, get in 8 to 4:30 each Friday during the football season. If your name is drawn and the Eagles record a sack in that game, excuse me.
I'll call an audible here, Kevin.
Yeah,
make me call play-by-play on your birthday?
No, I got it, brother.
Bulldogs are lining up to punt.
Thank you. A little problem there. The frog wouldn't come out. Isn't the punt? They get the punt away. And it's going to be, everybody's going to get away, and it's going to be down at about the 27-yard line, where Eagles will start 3:13 to go in the first quarter. And as I was saying, if you want to be a winner of a sack of groceries, compliments of the Britt Food Center, get in there between 8 and 4:30 each Friday. Sign your name up for the Britt Food Center sack of the game, and if your name is drawn and the Eagles record a sack in that night's game, you could be a winner of a sack of groceries, compliments of the Britt Food Center. Britt Food Center is locally owned and it's a great supporter of all things West Hancock. So Eagles will come out 1st and 10. They have a single receiver split out wide to the right. That's subject. Wing to the right with Gomez, and they're going to give the ball to Creighton Kelly off the right side. And he's got some room to run. He's got the corner, dodging in and out of traffic, and is drugged down at about the 40-yard line. They're going to call it the 39. That'll be a 1st and 10 for the Eagles.
Nice gain of 13 there for Creighton Kelly on his 4th carry of the game. We'll keep you up to date on as many scores as we can. There's some big ones in Class A tonight, 3 different ones that have some playoff implications. One of them is ACGC and Mount Air. ACGC leads that one 7-0. Another big one is North Lynn and Maquoketa Valley. Maquoketa Valley leads that one. That one's being played at Maquoketa Valley. They lead 6-0.
Wing to the right, Teague Smith on the counter, and he's got lots of room to run. And Zach Bukema in front of him. He's just waiting for a block, and he's fighting off tacklers now, and he takes it down inside the 25 to about the 23-yard line. And there was just 1 or 2 more Bulldogs than there were Eagles at that point.
Yeah, gain of 30.
Yeah, go ahead, Jay.
38 on the counter play by Teague Smith. Good job of getting behind his block, Zach Bukema there. Probably gained an extra 10 yards by setting up behind that block of Zach Bukema. Nice run by Teague Smith.
So the Eagles will come out wing to the right. Jump guard goes under center. He's going to give it off to Kelly. Off the right. Oh, no, excuse me. I went for the fake. That was Bixel. And he takes it down just inside the 20 to the 19. Nice fake on 1st down. Also a nice run. Faked the ball to Creighton Kelly, and Creighton went. I should have known he didn't have the ball because there was nobody in pursuit.
Another big game in Class 3A tonight. In the association, the RPI rankings for 3A, Algona and Humboldt are 1 and 2. They are tied at 7 early in that one.
All right, wing to the right. Back to pass is Jump guard. He's got Bukema wide open in the end zone, and it's going to be a touchdown. Touchdown, West Hancock, 19 yards.
Well, the average is going to come down, Kevin. He was averaging over 20 and a half per completion. That one's just 19, but the end zone got in the way there, so. Zephyr Jamgard to Zach Bukema from 19 yards out. West Hancock now leads 27-6, 1:56 to go in the first quarter. Bukema will line up. The same duo on the passing touchdown, Jamgard and Bukema. Jamgard will now be the holder, Bukema the kicker.
So here we go. Here's a snap. It's down. It's good. Woo. Blocked. Extra point was blocked. So West Hancock then now leads 27-0, or excuse me, 27-6 with 1:56 to play in the first quarter. This is West Hancock football on B103.
Fox Mobile Food Truck thanks you for your support, and we look forward to catering all your special events this year. Weddings, prom, graduation, reunions, or even a business luncheon. Choose anything off the Titanium Lunchbox menu or customize your own menu with casual or formal cuisine, even appetizers and desserts. Call us at 641-512-1187 today to book your event. The Titanium Lunchbox in Britt. What's in your lunchbox?
Hi, I'm Dave Stroslick, president of Stellar Industries. The employee owners of Stellar Industries reflect the values of small-town living, honesty, integrity, kindness, and caring. With locations in Garner, Kanawha, and Mason City, Stellar is a proud supporter of high school athletes from across the North Iowa area. Log on to StellarIndustries.com to learn more about Stellar and how you can become part of our family.
All right, welcome back to West Hancock football here on B103. The Hancock Eagles lead 27-6, 1:56 to play here in Lake Mills, and Carlos Lopez Hernandez set to kick off for West Hancock now. And here's the kick, and it's a line drive, bouncing and taken at the 27-yard line by Bulldog Leaf Rogney. He's a freshman, and he will return a short distance to the 35. And the Bulldogs will start 1st and 10 at that point.
35-yard line to start this series.
So 1:52 to play here in the first quarter. West Hancock leading. And we'll get a chance here. We'll run down the Class A Radio Iowa rankings for you in just a moment, as the Bulldogs come out a single receiver each way.
With timeout, West Hancock, I believe.
Okay, so the West Hancock Eagles take a timeout. We'll take it with them. This is West Hancock football on B103.
Go Eagles from the Britt Chamber of Commerce and our members including Scott Johnson Drainage, Trolson Auto Parts, Westview Care Center, Allies for Substance Abuse Prevention, and Big Brad's Barbecue. We appreciate your support. See the Britt Chamber of Commerce Facebook page for info and events.
Farmers Trust and Savings Bank, your hometown community bank, offering expertise in ag and commercial lending with digital banking products to fit all of your financial needs. Contact us today in Buffalo Center, Lakota, Britt, Lake Mills, and Bryceland. Member FDIC.
Hey, I got a number here for you, Jay.
What's that number?
27-6. West Hancock's leading. 1:52 to play in the first quarter. And after the timeout, the Bulldogs will come out single receiver each way. Helgeson in the pistol formation. Christensen behind him, and he'll hand it off to fake it to Christensen, pitch it to Landon Price, and Price is hunted down by Creighton Kelly after just a yard gain.
They keep testing that right side. Creighton Kelly's over there, and he is a really good open field tackler. Obviously, Creighton Kelly, a strong wrestler. A few nice two-point takedowns there, double leg takedowns for Creighton Kelly here from his linebacker position.
For a minute, I thought we had Azul back on the field there. Nice job of cutting the legs out from the underneath the runner. 1:20 to play now. And again, the Bulldogs come out in the pistol formation, single receiver each way. And now they put Jensen in motion. And they're going to give it to Christensen, and he's going to be dropped at the line of scrimmage. Very short game.
The big bear, Ray Gretlet, from his defensive tackle position, got his mitts on him. And Christensen was going nowhere, no gain on second down. Going to be 3rd and 8 here for the Bulldogs as we roll under a minute to play here in the first quarter again. Eagles lead 27-6. Kevin will get you some Radio Iowa rankings here maybe after this play.
Yeah, and then I got to find out who you think's going to win the World Series here, Jay. Single receiver each way for the Bulldogs. They put Price in motion left to right. Back to pass is Helgeson. He fires it out here complete to Jensen. And Jensen pushed out of bounds by Zephyr Jamkard.
He's going to have the first down. Nice play design there. Fake the pitch. Quarterback rolls out to his right, finds a wide open Jensen, and he's able to catch and run. Caught it about 5 yards downfield. Picked up another 6. And the Bulldogs are in business with the 1st and 10. I think the winner of that Dodgers-Padres series is going to be your World Series winner, Kevin.
They're looking pretty tough right now.
They play again tonight, I believe.
They do. They're on right now, I think. 2 to the left, 1 to the right, and back to pass on a straight drop back is Helgeson, and he completes it to Landon Price, and he goes out of bounds about the 49-yard line, excuse me. And that'll be a gain of about 3. It'll bring up 2nd and 7.
You know, the pass game, I like some of the concepts they're running with just a quick pass game, especially on first down when you're a primary run-based team. Helgeson getting the ball out of his hands quickly. He's a little bit shaky early in this game, in the pass game here. These last 2 plays, able to make some on-time throws, some positive plays for this Lake Mills offense.
And again, the pistol formation. And they hand it off to Christensen. He goes straight ahead, and he runs into a host of white jerseys that push him backwards. He's into West Hancock territory just. at about the 40. 49.
I think you got a flag on the far sideline, Kevin.
Okay,
yep.
yeah, we do.
I guess there's some sort of
motion or
pre-snap, either a guy in the neutral zone or seeing who they're talking to. It's hard to tell there. Yeah, Mark's waving to take it.
Yeah, so they're going to.
So it is going to be against Lake Mills. Going to have a procedure penalty. Yep. False start, illegal procedure against Lake Mills, and going to bring up a second and what do you want to call it, Kevin?
Let's go with about 12. Yeah, 12, 13, somewhere in there. 19 ticks to go here in the first quarter.
Heard the Lake Mills coaching staff talking about you got to check over there, and that's one thing. It's on the quarterback there to make sure his guys are all lined up correctly, and looks like they're going to let the quarter go. And what do we got? North 44 for the yard line contest,
yes,
Kevin?
Sir. North 44. We'll check that out in a minute. Here, we'll throw it back to Mel. And at the end of the quarter, it is West Hancock 27 and the Lake Mills Bulldogs 6. This is West Hancock football on B103.
Baukelman Grain Equipment has been in the grain handling business in Britt for over 55 years. Call Paul at 843-3734 today for more information on grain bins and shivers drying equipment. Baukelman Grain Equipment in Britt, the grain drying specialist.
All right, and while we went to break there, our yard line winner is
it's my Aunt B,
the North 44, Bonnie Johnson. So congratulations.
And I think that's her second time.
I believe
winning.
You are right.
And she is Rachel's mother-in-law, so something's fishy's up.
We'll run through the Class A Radio Iowa rankings very quickly for you. Number 1 is ACGC. Number 2, West Hancock. Lisbon is in the number 3 spot. St. Ansgar's 4. 5 is Woodbury Central. 6, Earlham. 7, North Lynn. 8, Tri-Center. 9, Lamar's Geelan, and rounding out the top 10 is Nashua Plainfield. So we'll talk more about that at halftime as the Bulldogs come out with a single receiver right to the left. Here's a low snap for Helgeson, and he's going to get sacked again. Oh, now the ball is kicked out, and he was in. And that's they got to throw a flag.
The far side official is saying incomplete pass. The official was getting ready to pull his flag out for a intentional grounding. We'll see. They are going to say, like no. Yep, incomplete pass.
All right, so that'll bring up 3rd down and 12. Looked like it was going to be a sack as Gunnar Faust had him wrapped up and was dragging him to the ground, but he threw the ball out, and the official was going to let it stand as called, incomplete on the field. And the Bulldogs will come out 3rd and 12 with a single receiver right, 2 to the left. Helgeson pistol formation, back to pass, fires it out into the flat to Landon Price, and he's ate up right away. Brady Bixel and Zach Bukema.
Bukema had him around the legs, and then Creighton Kelly came and
Gomez also
cleaned things up on the little bubble screen.
And Price is a little bit hobbled coming off the field after that play. So that'll bring up 4th down. If they lost a yard on that one, it'll be 4th and 13, 11 and a half to play before halftime.
Smith and Bixel backed up to receive the punt.
So Teague Smith and Brady Bixel will do the punt return for West Hancock, and the punt will come off the foot of number 24, Austin Stenny. And here's a good snap, kicks away, and it's kind of a wobbler, and everybody's hollering, get away from it, and it's going to be down at the 40-yard line. It's just about not even a 20-yard kick for the Bulldogs. So 11 minutes even to play here before the halftime break, and West Hancock will come out and start their drive in a good field position at the 40-yard line. Did you, what did you say that ACGC score was, Jay?
They were up 7-0 over Mount Ayr. Another score update for you. Tri-Center is at Woodbury tonight. Tri-Center leads that one 8-0. Tri-Center is a team where you dig into their resume. They're a nice-looking squad. Only losses to a 1A ranked AHSTW in a close game. They're a team I think that could make some noise in the playoffs here in a couple weeks.
Eagles put a man in motion left to right, and it's Brady Bixel. He could go. He's at the 15, 10, touchdown, Brady Bixel, 60 yards to pay dirt for West Hancock.
Again, off that left side, Ray Gretlet and company, Gunnar Faust over there at the end, just opening up holes. And if you got a back with the balance and the speed of Brady Bixel, if you can get a piece of that defense as an offensive lineman or a tight end over there, Bixel will make you look really, really good. That time from 60 yards out, his third touchdown of the night, and he's up over 150 yards here in this first half, and we still have 10:50 to go in the half.
A little bit different look there for West Hancock because they put a man in motion that time. The right wing man, Gomez, went in motion right to left across the formation. Now it's Teague Smith in the gun, and he takes it in for the 2-point conversion. So with 10:50 to go before halftime, it's West Hancock 35 and the Lake Mills Bulldogs 6. This is West Hancock football on B103.
Trolson Auto Parts is your Napa Auto Parts and Napa Auto Care Center located in Britt. Trolson's is also your local authorized dealer for Snowdog snowplows. For all your parts and service needs, contact Dan, Levi, or Caleb at Trolson Auto Parts, 641-843-3865. And check us out online at trolsonauto.com. Go Eagles.
It's showtime at the Britt Bar and Grill. Open mic night is the second Tuesday of every month, starting at 8 o'clock. Come bring a guitar or all your best jokes. See our Facebook page for other upcoming events. So go ahead, break a leg, and knock 'em dead at the Britt Bar and Grill, downtown Britt. Go Eagles.
Instep Flooring in Kanawha. Think of plush, luxurious carpets in hundreds of colors and patterns. Consider the handcrafted beauty of exotic and domestic hardwoods. There's also the diverse styles and durability of ceramic and luxury vinyl. Options for all budgets. Choose Instep Flooring in Kanawha.
All right, welcome back here to Lake Mills, where West Hancock leads 35-6, and Zach Buchema on to kick the ball away. And this one's a high end-over-end kick taken at about the 10-yard line by Price. He dodges. Jacoby Sudek flying in there. Yeah, he looked like
flying in there.
Fighter jet coming in there, and Price is down to about the 25-yard line. So Price able to work off that little shakeup that he had on that offensive play for the Bulldogs right before the turn of possession. So with 10:46 to go, the Bulldogs will start 1st and 10, their own 25-yard line.
D-line here for West Hancock will be Gretlet, Ludke, Prignitz, and Gunnar Faust here this defensive possession.
And single receiver to the left, and they hand it off to Christensen straight ahead, and he gets a few yards before he's brought down just shy of the 30 by the interior of the defensive line.
I want to go ahead and, before we forget and this game gets out of hand like it's starting to become, I said we call that 60-yard touchdown run by Brady Bixel the First State Bank play of the game. So again, thank you to First State Bank sponsoring that yet again, and thank you to Brady Bixel for making a play along with his offensive lineman. Again, Eagles really getting it done along the line up front on offense here.
Now it's Christensen again, flag on the play, and he gets nowhere. He's brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And this one will be backed up, I believe, probably.
It might even be an illegal shift because I thought I saw some guys in motion a little bit early too. We'll see what the call is. I think it's going to end up being a hold based on where it was thrown, but referee was looking back at Coach Sanger to see if he wants to accept the penalty.
Looks like they will.
He's going to decline it. Going to be 3rd and a long 6. That's one of those ones that's a hard decision to make. Do you back him up? And it might be different based on game scenario, but Coach Sanger confident in his defense here, not going to back him up, going to take the down because they're not in 4-down territory inside their own 30-yard line.
So Austin Henderson brings the play in for the Bulldogs, and he'll split out wide to the left. As they come out 2 by 2, one man in the backfield, that's Christensen. Helgeson in the pistol formation, fires it out there. Complete. No, incomplete. It was intended for Jensen.
I think Gretlet got a piece of that.
Yeah,
he's tipping it. He did a good job of, they tried to chop him on the quick pass play. Gretlet able to jump over the lineman, get his hands up, and get just a piece of that football. And it falls incomplete. It looks like the Bulldogs will line up to punt yet again, 4th and 6 from their own 29-yard line.
9:44 to go here in the first half. Eagles don't currently have anyone deep.
And they are not lining up to punt either.
They're not going to punt. They come out single receiver to the right, single to the left. Now they put men in motion and fake the pitch. Helgeson rolls out to his left, fires it out there, and it's incomplete.
That was all Gunnar Faust there.
Yep.
Faust putting really good pressure on him. That's one of those plays. For that to work with that hard fake pitch, you have to hope that defensive end kind of takes the bait there. That time Faust did not, had a good angle, and the quarterback made him get wider than he wanted to and throw an inaccurate pass. Going to have a timeout, Lake Mills, Kevin.
All right, so we'll take that timeout with them. 9:39 to play here before the halftime break. West Hancock leading this one 35-6 over the Bulldogs here in Lake Mills. This is West Hancock football on B103.
Discover Waldorf University in Forest City, where your passion meets opportunity. With scholarships available up to full tuition, a wide range of athletics, fine arts, and over 35 clubs and organizations, there's something for everyone. Whether on campus or online, experience the support of a community that feels like home. Learn more today at waldorf.edu.
So here's the deal. When you combine State Farm home and auto insurance, you save money. State Farm agent Jay Hiscox is ready to help you combine home and auto and save in Britt. Call Jay or Lindsay today at 641-843-3563. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
All right, welcome back here. 9:39 to go in the first half. West Hancock leading 35-6. And they have a 1st and 10 at the Bulldog 29-yard line. And they'll come out wing to the right with Gomez. Gomez, I don't believe, has carried the ball yet tonight. Might be his turn right now. But nope, it's going to be a pass. Jump guard firing it out there, and he overthrows Gunnar Faust. Gunnar was open, had a step or two on the receiver, but Zephyr not able to make the connection. It'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Eagles. So you were right, Jay. West Hancock putting the ball in the air a couple times here, working on some things up big here in the first half.
Yeah, you know, it was just one of those things. He'd only attempted 17 passes coming into this, new quarterback, and you want to build that confidence with the quarterback position, because we're going to need him to make some big plays if we're going to make a postseason run like we're capable of.
And it's Teague Smith on the left side on the counter, and he takes it down. Not a good angle here. I think he's at the 15-yard line.
Right at the 15, gain of 14.
And that'll be a first down.
Teague.
You know, one of the things I was thinking about earlier is West Hancock completed 7 passes on the season and 4 of them for touchdowns. So it's
now they're 8 and 5, right? After tonight.
Yeah. Well, no, that was
counting that one.
Yeah, it was 6 and 3 prior to that. So yeah, pretty good percentage for the Eagles as they come out now wing to the left. Jump guard. He's going to give it off to Gomez on his first carry, and Gomez is going to take it in from 15 yards out. His first touch of the night is a touchdown for Gustavo Gomez.
15 yards.
And he puts West Hancock on the board with 9:02 to play here before the half on a 15-yard run.
Gustavo getting in the end zone as he gives Bixel a little bit of break from scoring, and Gustavo Gomez in from 15 yards out. West Hancock in complete control this one, Kevin, and they're still going to get 2 to 3 more possessions here likely in this first half.
And they'll come out 2 receivers to the left, shotgun formation for Teague Smith, and Teague is going to get swallowed up as he runs to the left and not get in. So the 2-point conversion will fail with 9:02 to go. West Hancock is going to lead 41-6. And you're listening to West Hancock football here on the home of the Eagles, B103.
Miller & Sons Easy Go Golf Carts in Britt, Iowa. Looking for a get-up-and-go have-fun car? Check out Easy Go's new elite models powered by Samsung lithium technology with unbeatable power and performance, unprecedented zero-maintenance batteries, and an 8-year warranty. Check out our new pre-owned and customized options today at Miller & Sons Easy Go Golf Carts, 1/2 mile south of Britt on James Avenue.
Britt Seed Company doesn't just sell corn and soybean seed. You can trust Britt Seed to understand your fields and place channel, corn, and soybean products that perform. With the new Smart Stacks Pro and XtendFlex technologies, you can be confident that you're getting the superior pest control and weed management you want, high yield potential you need, and the most of every season. Ask Al or Rick Burgard or Dave Lampy for recommendations for your field. Call Britt Seed Company today.
All right, welcome back. And we're just trying to get you caught up on some scores here. And yeah, Hartley is playing Sibley this week, Jay.
Okay. Some score updates for you. Algona and Humboldt, that's the big one in 3A. They're tied at 7. Forest City leads Esterville Lincoln Central 13-0. Spirit Lake up on GHB at last report 7-0. That might be a different score now. Belmont leads AGWSR 7-6. And then we'll get you some other Class A scores that have some playoff implications here after this kickoff by Zach Bukema.
There's the run up by Zach. And Zach kicks it, and it tumbles end over end. It's going to be taken down about the 8-yard line. And I believe that is, as he goes up over the 20 to about the 25-yard line.
Zach Steeney on the return there.
That's what I thought, but I wasn't 100% certain.
Other scores, Kevin, ACGC is at Mount Air tonight. They lead that one by 14-0. Maquoketa Valley leads North Lynn 6-0. Maquoketa Valley has not given up a score since week 1. Earlham trails Riverside 14-0. Tri-Center leads Woodbury Central 8-0. Galen Catholic leads South O'Brien 20-14, and Madrid leads 14-0.
And this is going to be a single receiver each way, and they're going to pitch it to Price. Price gets around the corner and then is driven out of bounds. They did a nice job waiting for his blockers to develop.
Jensen, I believe it was, that was setting up the block out on the edge, and Price able to set up behind that blocker like we see West Hancock do many, many times. Be patient, let that block set up. That time it was Price giving West Hancock a little bit of a taste of their own medicine. Going to be 2nd and 5 here for the Bulldogs.
8:01 to play here in the first half. Bulldogs are going to come out with 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Helgeson back to pass, and he fires it back out there to Stenny. And Stenny's going to be dropped after a short gain. It'll be 3rd down. 3rd and looks like maybe 2.
Gunnar Faust again coming flying in there from his defensive end position. Got his arms up there, but Helgeson able to make an accurate pass, and Steeney showing some moves there, picking up a nice gain on 2nd down. Going to be 3rd and short here for Lake Mills as we roll under 7.5 minutes to go in this first half.
So 3rd down, about 1.5 yards to go. Single receiver each way, pistol formation, and there's going to be a flag procedure.
On them.
Quarterback
Eagles went with, I believe they had 5 down linemen there. I saw Zach Bukema was up on the line of scrimmage, lined up as a defensive lineman.
They had quarterback and the running back both moving towards the line of scrimmage before the ball was snapped on that one. So that'll back them up 5, and we'll try it again. Instead of being 3rd and short, it's going to be 3rd and about 7.
Almost had your goal line package in there on 3rd and short, but now you're got to go away from that and 3rd and long.
7 minutes even now before the halftime break. 41-6, West Hancock leads. Single receiver each way again for the Bulldogs. Helgeson fakes the snap and then pitches it back to, or fakes the handoff to Christensen, pitches it back to Price. Price hops over Teague Smith and then is dropped by Gomez and, who was that other one, Jay? Zephyr Jamgard at the 30-yard line.
Eagles doing a good job of stretching out that option play. I mean, it looks like when you're watching from the angle we're watching, guy ran about 22 yards and gained 3 or 4. Eagles, again, doing really good, especially on the perimeter, and just playing assignment football defensively, because that is what you, if you do not play your assignment, this triple option, that's when they're going to hit a big play on you. That time it was Teague Smith staying home, making the first initial hit, and then again, several Eagles rally into the football defensively.
4th down and about 5, and single man each way. And now we're going to have us another Britt Food Center sack. A couple of Eagles in on that one. I'll let Jay figure out who that
Ray
was.
Gretlett and Gunnar Faust, both those guys have been controlling the defensive line of scrimmage. Gretlett and Faust meet at the quarterback. And
Neva Beach met with them. And she's going to get a sack of groceries because of it. So Neva, congratulations! You got her a winner.
Last week they were the cheerleaders were throwing out T-shirts and stuff. I think one week the cheerleaders should just throw out groceries into the crowd every time there's a sack. So just throw out like cans of chili.
Well, there you go.
Make sure you're paying attention if you're in the crowd. Because you take one of those off the dome, you might be talking to Mr. Lamgo and be in the concussion protocol.
That might not be such a great idea. Eagles take over 1st and 10, and we're going to see Jeffer back to pass, and he fires it out there, complete to Creighton Kelly on the left flat, and Creighton makes a couple of moves and gets a couple extra yards.
Yeah, nice job there by Creighton Kelly. Jamgard got the ball out of his hands fairly quickly. He probably would have liked to lead Creighton towards his sideline a little bit, but Creighton able to make a nice catch. It looked like it was going to be a short gain of maybe 2. Creighton picked up 6 or 7 there on first down. The Eagles in business yet again inside the red zone.
Speaking of Mr. Lamgo, congratulations to him, as tomorrow is his wedding day. So we just want to give him a shout out.
Congratulations.
As the Eagles hand it off to Bixel off the left side now. He cuts it back in the middle of the field, and he's in for the touchdown from 16 yards out. Brady Bixel puts them Eagles back on the board.
The Eagles are an offensive machine tonight here in Lake Mills. Offensive line doing their job, and just that plethora of talent in the backfield. You got Bixel, Gomez, Subject, Creighton Kelly, Teague Smith, Zephyr Jamgard pulling the strings back there, and a lot of talent and a lot of weapons to choose from if you're offensive coordinator Kevin Eisman and company.
And some huge holes to run through also, as Carlos Lopez Hernandez will come on to kick the point after. Here's a snap. It's a little bit low. Zephyr pulls it down, passes. He's got a man open. It's Creighton. Oh, and it's knocked away at the last minute. Creighton Kelly was there, and that was knocked away by number 53. I believe that's number 53 for the Bulldogs. That's Ethan Lawson. So with 4:34 to go, West Hancock leads this one 47-6. This is West Hancock football on B103.
Count on First State Bank of Britt and Woden to put your community first. We partner with your clubs. We cheer with you at the games. We make decisions right at home to help keep you financially strong. And with advanced online and mobile options, banking has never been easier. Good luck, Eagles, from First State Bank of Britt and Woden, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Garner Dental Group provides orthodontics for all ages. Dr. Amy and Dr. Bree use the latest technology with Invisalign. Dental monitoring allows patients to scan weekly with their phone from the comfort of their home. This allows consistent monitoring and communication with the doctor while also reducing physical trips into the office. We want to see your smile. Visit GarnerDental.com today.
All right, welcome back here. 4:34 to play in the first half, and the Eagles score again now off the kick of Zach Bukema. It will be Stenny taking the ball just around his 10-yard line. He's up over the 15, 20, and he bounces up to 25 and goes over the 30. He's going to be dropped just over the 35-yard line to about the 37. So first and 10 for the Bulldogs there, and that's one of their better starting field positions tonight.
Sorry, Kevin. Last couple drives for the Bulldogs, it's been the penalties that have hurt them. We kind of put them behind the chains down in distance-wise, and anytime you're a heavy underdog, you need to limit your mistakes. Eagles with some fresh faces on the defensive line now here this defensive series.
2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Back to pass is Helgeson. Now he's going to pull it down and run. And he's going to get like a yard or 2, though it's going to mark him short of the 40, I believe.
Defensive line right now for West Hancock. Again, all season long, they've done a good job of rotating guys in and out, especially on that defensive line. You've got Eric Barranca, a sophomore, 5'11", 200. You got Trinity Cruz, 6'2", 265, another sophomore. And I believe Carson Bruins is set up on that far defensive end position.
I think you're right.
Junior, 5'11", 180. And then Gavin Wonder is the other defensive tackle, another sophomore. So 3 sophomores and a junior. Again, building that depth within the program, Kevin, right now on the defensive line.
Low snap for Helgeson, and he hands it off. And off to the right, I think he handed, Christensen carried the ball forward for a yard or so. And it'll bring up 3rd down as we creep just under 3 minutes to go here. So it'll be 3rd and 7. 2:50 to play.
Barranca came up a little bit slow and limping a little bit here. He's a right defensive end, kind of stretching out his lower leg right now. We'll have to keep an eye on him for West Hancock.
The Bulldogs will come out single receiver each way now. Helgeson again in the pistol formation. 1 man in the backfield with him, and we got all kinds of movement up front. I don't know if it's which way it'll go, but.
You know, one thing, Kevin, while we got a break, and I sent you an email today, and one thing everybody always asks, like, oh, West Hancock, they graduated so many people. How do they plug and play and continue the success? If you look back this senior class, Kevin, they've already played 15 playoff games, the senior class. That's like basically having 2 extra seasons worth of experience. And not every one of those seniors played since their sophomore year, but you're getting that experience of Friday nights, big games, the practice reps, just the player development. And this coaching staff, led by Coach Sanger and company, they do a really good job of continuing to develop those younger players who may not be playing a lot of varsity football on Friday nights, and that's what keeps this program, what allows them to just sustain success.
2-by-2 now for the Bulldogs, and they fire it out there, and it's incomplete. And Jacoby Subject on the.
There's a great example of coaching.
Defense.
I'm sure Coach Sanger and company talked to Jacoby, saw the leadership from Creighton Kelly after he had a pass interference penalty in the first quarter. That time, Jacoby's in phase, great coverage, turns, finds the football, and that ball is not going to be completed because there was great coverage by Jacoby Subject. And going to be 4th down again here for Lake Mills. It looks like they are going to punt it now this time.
4th and 12. So
Bixel and Cohen-Whitty back deep. So Eagles playing a lot of new faces here in this first half as we roll under a minute to go with the running clock now up in Lake Mills.
Oh, and Austin Stenney here to kick this one, and it's going to be another short one. And the Eagles just should get away from that, and they will, and it'll be down at the 39-yard line of our West Hancock.
Be interested to see what West Hancock does here. They've got a chance now, and in talking with some guys, they've got a chance if they want to work on a little bit of 2-minute offense because they really haven't had to do that. Even the winning drive against St. Ansgar, they didn't have to go super fast. It was kind of timed up for them perfectly. So if they wanted to go 2-minute offense right now, they've got that chance. Yeah, it looks like they're going to. They're going to go gun formation here. Jam guard in the gun, 30 seconds to go.
And there'll be, a procedure penalty for West Hancock.
Procedure against the Eagles. 5-yard penalty.
Yikes.
That might
change your mind there.
Might make Coach Sanger, no, they're going to line up, stay in that gun formation. So this is the thing, West Hancock not trying to rub it in right now. They're just trying to work on some stuff. They got 2 weeks left in the season before the postseason.
And they'll send 4 men down, and they got fired out there, intercepted at about the 32-yard line. And
Zach
Stenney.
Good coverage there, as there was probably 3 Bulldogs back there with 2 Eagle receivers, and the clock's likely going to roll to halftime here. Running clock, we're under 7 seconds to go. Coach Kurt's not really in a hurry here. So I'll mute it, Kevin, and get some stats and scores ready for you.
So at the halftime break, we're going to go into the halftime break. West Hancock leading this one 47-6 over the Bulldogs here at Lake Mills. We're going to take a couple-minute break, and while Jay compiles some stats, and we'll get the scores for you from around the area. And when we come back, we'll go through those again. 47-6, West Hancock leads here in Lake Mills. This is West Hancock football on B103.
Hi, I'm Brent McNeese. McNeese Tire and Automotive in Britt. Big or small jobs, we do it all. Tires, oil changes, and other vehicle maintenance, inspections, brakes, even transmission and engine work. And with 24-hour roadside service calls, count on our McNeese Tire family to be there for your child when it matters most. McNeese Tire, a mile and a half west of Britt on Highway 18. Call 843-3536 or visit us on Facebook.
K.C. Nielsen Limited, your local John Deere implement in Kanawha, Buffalo Center, Titonka, and Algona. They carry a large selection of new and pre-owned inventory for your farming operation. When it comes to inspecting your John Deere equipment and providing you precision ag support, K.C. Nielsen has the total package to get the job done right. Visit kcnielsen.com and follow them on YouTube.
Hi, this is Mike Ewing. For more than 40 years, my family and our staff at Ewing Funeral Home and Monument Company have been caring for your families with personalized services as unique as the lives each of us live. Ewing Funeral Home and Monument Company, serving Britt, Kanawha, Clarion, Belmont, Dow's, and all the surrounding communities for generations and generations to come.
Forge and Build is Britt's one-stop shop for contractors and do-it-yourselfers. Not sure what you're looking for? Let their trained professionals help you determine what lumber, tools, or hardware you'll need to get any job done. Stop by and see them at 1st Avenue Northeast in Britt, or visit them at forgeandbuild.com.
Tap, go. First Citizens Bank's contactless debit cards make purchases easy. Call us at 800-423-1602 or stop in to see us about getting one today. First Citizens Bank, member FDIC.
NIAC is proud to help support North Iowa athletes. Working hard and being part of a team is a great way to learn lessons for life, and learning is what NIAC is all about, beginning with high school juniors and seniors who can start building college credits now for free. Learn more at niac.edu.
Hi, I'm Brent McNeese. McNeese Tire and Automotive in Brett. Big or small jobs, we do it all. Tires, oil changes, and other vehicle maintenance, inspections, brakes, even transmission and engine work. And with 24-hour roadside service calls, count on our McNeese Tire family to be there for your child when it matters most. McNeese Tire, a mile and a half west of Brett on Highway 18. Call 843-3536 or visit us on Facebook.
All right, welcome back here at halftime on the McNeese Tire halftime show. West Hancock leading this one 47-6, and I'll recap the first half scoring for you here. It was early and often that we had some scoring in the first quarter with just 12 ticks off the clock. It was a 54-yard run by Brady Bixel, putting West Hancock on the board. Zach Buchema kicked the extra point, put West Hancock up 7-0. And then on the ensuing kickoff, Lake Mills, for their only score, goes 86 yards on the kickoff return by Landon Price. And Carter Christensen's two-point conversion run was no good, and it was 7-6 West Hancock at that point. With 10:46 to go, just less than a minute later, it was a 4-yard run by Creighton Kelly. The kick was no good from Zach Buchema, and West Hancock led 13-6. With 7:04 to go in the first period, it was a 3-yard run by Brady Bixel. Teague Smith ran the two-point conversion in. West Hancock leads 21-6. And then round out the first quarter with 1:56 on the clock. It was a 19-yard Zephyr jump guard to Zach Buchema pass in the end zone. The kick was blocked, and West Hancock led at that point 27-6 over the Bulldogs. And then the next touchdown was our our First State Bank. My goodness. First State Bank play of the game with 10:50 to go in the second quarter. It was a 60-yard Brady Bixel run. Teague Smith ran the two-point conversion in, putting West Hancock up 35-6. And then when 9:02 in the second quarter, it was a 15-yard run by Gustavo Gomez. Smith's two-point conversion was no good. West Hancock leads 41-6. And then with 4:34 on the clock, in the second period, it was a 16-yard run again by Brady Bixel. This is a bad snap, and Zephyr jump guard picked it up, rolled right, had Creighton Kelly open, and but it was knocked down at the last minute by one of the Bulldog defenders. So West Hancock led 47-6 at the halftime break. So we're going to take another 60-second break here. When we come back, we'll have Jay get us caught up on the stats from the first half for West Hancock and whatever scores he is able to get rounded up. Once again, West Hancock leading here 47-6 at halftime. This is West Hancock football on the home of the Eagles, B103.
Admit it, nothing says barbecue like Big Brad's. For 12 years, offering award-winning barbecue for vending, catering, parties, reunions, graduations, or any other event in your future. Book Big Brad's Barbecue today. Call 515-293-0791. And let's go Eagles.
Hancock County Health System physical therapy programs are here for you. For high school athletes to retirees, HCHS will guide you in minimizing your pain and maximizing your mobility. Hancock County Health System, your health, our care, a lasting partnership.
If you've been to a wedding in the Midwest in the last 2 decades, chances are good it's been Mojo Productions rocking the reception. And if it's a party you want, Mojo Productions can deliver. Street dances, private parties, even karaoke. Mojo Productions has you covered. So give us a call at 515-408-1074 and get Mojo working for you.
All right, welcome back here at Lake Mills. We are being entertained by the Lake Mills High School Marching Band. They're doing a wonderful job out there. I believe, if I heard the PA announcer right, they're doing a halftime show called Colors. So.
Yes, they are, and they're on the blue color right now, Kevin.
All right, I'm up to speed on things here. Jay, you got some stats for us there?
Yeah, I got some stats and scores for you. Just because of the way we're situated tonight, just doing stats for West Hancock tonight. And West Hancock ran for 282 yards in that first half. Jamgard was 2 of 4 through the air for 25 yards, 1 touchdown and 1 interception to end the half. That 1 touchdown was to Zach Bukema from 19 yards out. Creighton Kelly had the other catch for 6 yards. Brady Bixel, again, leading that rushing attack for West Hancock. 7 carries, 174 yards, and 3 touchdowns for Mr. Bixel. Creighton Kelly, 4 carries, 41 yards, and a touchdown. Gustavo Gomez, 1 carry, 15 yards, and that was a touchdown. Teague Smith has 2 carries for 52 yards. And the Eagles have 2 Britt Food Center sacks. The first one was really hard to figure out who got that sack. There was 3 or 4 guys in there, so we'll have to look inbound. But the second sack, that Britt Food Center sack, was Gunnar Faust and Ray Gretlet, both going to get credit for a half sack there on that one. So Eagles clicking on all cylinders, just one little hiccup on special teams to open up the game as they scored right away to start this game and then kicked off, and Landon Price took 186 yards to the house for Lake Mills, their only score of that first half. And that'll be one of those coaching points when they're watching film with Coach Sanger and company. They'll talk about how important it is to stay in your lanes on the kick team and be disciplined, because if you get out of your lanes and take bad angles, you can give up a big play.
Yes, sir.
So some scores, Kevin, then I'll let you talk about the playoffs a little bit in Class A, the playoff picture. But scores tonight, Algona and Humboldt are tied at 7. That's a big game in 3A. The top 2 ranked teams. Forest City leads Esterville Lincoln Central 13-0. Looks like Forest City is going to qualify for the playoffs again here this year. Spirit Lake leads Gardner Hayfield Ventura 28-6. St. Ansgar all over West Fork 40-0. No score update, Newman and North Union, Belmont, Clemmy, and AGWSR. Belmont leads that one 7-6.
We're going to go to...
And then Williamsburg leads Solon 7-6 in 3A. Tri-Center, a big game in Class A. They lead Woodbury Central 8-0. Lamar's Galen leads South O'Brien 41-14. North Lynn and Maquoketa Valley, that's a big one. Kevin will talk about that, how that has playoff implications. That one is 12-0 Maquoketa Valley. And then Riverside and Earlham. Riverside looking to pull the upset. They lead that one 14-0.
All right, thank you, Jay. We're going to throw it back to Mel just for 60 seconds here. When we come back, we'll talk about the playoff implications all around the state in Class A. This is West Hancock football on the home of the Eagles, B103.
Experience all the benefits of a family-owned local grocery store like prime quality meats, fresh produce, deli, and bakery items. Download the Bright Isle mobile app for digital coupons, recipes, email offers, and smart zone alerts to save even more. Or visit us online at BritFoodCenter.com.
Power up your toolbox. Make lawn care, painting, and outdoor building projects quick and easy, or transform your backyard into a chilling, grilling space. Swenson's Hardware in Britt is ready to help you do it best. Shop in store or online 24/7 at swensons.doitbest.com. Free, fast delivery to our store. Swenson's Do It Best Hardware in Britt, serving Eagle fans for over 40 years.
All right, welcome back here to Lake Mills. 4.5 minutes to go before we come back to the action here in the second half, and we'll talk a little bit about.
We got 2 score updates for you.
Yep, we'll do that.
Tri-Center leads Woodbury Central 22-8. That's an update now. Humboldt and Algona are tied at 14. Again, thank you to Chase Eisman and all the other guys that send me scores throughout the night. It is much appreciated.
So I think, Jay, the way we'll go about doing this is we're just going to go through each district, and we'll talk about the teams that are in playoff contention if there's a race, and we'll just otherwise if everybody does not understand how that works, 4 teams out of each district are going to make the playoffs. The 1s and the 2s will host in the first round, and then after the first round, we go to a pod system where they'll be put in groups of 4, and they'll be built around the top 4 teams that are in the association rankings.
Those top 4 teams this week are West Hancock 1, ACGC 2, St. Ansgar 3, and Lisbon 4.
So there you have it. So if everything holds, and we believe those teams should win out, then the pods will be, as has been done in the past, the pods will be built around those 4 teams. So let's get right into it. District 1, the 4 qualifiers there. Right now, Geelan Catholic is leading that district. They're undefeated. And then right behind them is Marcus Meriden, Cleghorn, Remsen Union, MMCRU, and then behind them is Hartley Melvin, Sandborg, and Sibley Ocheyedan. And Jay and I, we can do this. We can project. We think that
we think we might see another matchup with Hartley.
Yeah, those two are playing tonight, and we really believe that West Hancock will host the loser of those.
That's one I didn't put down. Chase Eisman, if you're out there listening still, if you can find a score between that Hartley and Sibley game, we would love to hear it.
So in our district, in District 2, West Hancock, of course, leading St. Ansgar right behind, as is Lake Mills and Newman Catholic. West Hancock goes to Newman Catholic next week. St. Ansgar comes here to Lake Mills. So right now, St. Ansgar, Lake Mills, and Newman Catholic, all 3-1 in the district. And that tie is going to get broken up quickly here over the next couple of weeks. So likely those 4 will all make the playoffs in District 2. In District 3, Nashua Plainfield currently the leader, followed by North Tama and Wapsie Valley. South Winneshiek and North Butler are both in contention there. North Butler would need to probably pull off a upset somewhere along the way to get in, but still not eliminated. They do have a chance. In District 4, it's Maquoketa Valley, Northland, Starmont, and Bellevue. The qualifiers order of finish to be determined as Maquoketa Valley and Northland firing off
Valley,
tonight.
they're scoring off tonight. Maquoketa Valley leads that one 12-0. Again, Maquoketa Valley has not given up a score since week 1, so impressive defensively and pitching the shutout again against
Northland hasn't given up too many themselves, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Want to go back to District 1. Sibley Ocheyedan leads HMS tonight 20-7.
Okay, so there you have it. And then moving on to District 5, this is the Lisbon district. Lisbon's 8-0, undefeated right now. Expect them to go undefeated as the second place team is Pekin. Lisbon's already beat them. And then following them will be Danville and Columbus Junction or Columbus Community. Likely playoff qualifiers in that district. In District 6, Madrid, Mount Ayr, Corydon Wayne, and Linville Sully, likely the, in that order of finish, likely the playoff qualifiers in that district. And then down in District 7, ACGC, that's Adair Casey and Guthrie Center. They lead that district. Expect them to win it. Earlham is second, and followed by Riverside and South Central Calhoun, our opponent from a week ago.
And in that district, Kevin, Riverside is up 3 scores, I believe, 2 scores on Earlham. Actually, I think that's, if I look back at my text, I think Riverside is up 3 scores, and that one got a...
Okay, so that one, Earlham could...
Yeah, 21-0, Riverside is up.
Riverside could claim the second position in that district, forcing Earlham to go on the road for their first round playoff game.
And going back to that district, I know they try to not have any rematches.
Right.
Between the 1s and 4s and that, but it's kind of hard to avoid. That's another possible team that West Hancock could see. We both think they'll likely see HMS. Wouldn't be surprised if it just doesn't work out geographically and the state has a rematch and they send South Central Calhoun up our way again. Obviously, we just saw them last week for homecoming.
And that could very well be the case. And then in the final district, District 8, Tri-Center, and that's the team that we talked about earlier tonight. Really a solid-looking team, and you know, we don't know a bunch about them. We've seen just a little bit of them. But
they put the ball in the air a little bit. They're pretty 50-50 between run and pass. Just looking at their stats and watching a couple highlights of them, they kind of remind me of Woodbury Central and their offensive philosophy and what they're trying to do. They've also got a sophomore quarterback, so does Woodbury Central. So that's one thing to kind of keep in the back of your head. But and they're beating Woodbury Central here in the first half tonight, 22-8.
Okay, so the Woodbury Central will be second, and then followed by St. Albert, and then we have a real cluster of teams down there following that for the 4th position. This is really the only district that has a real competitive spot.
Yeah, where we don't know who the 4 qualifiers
and
are.
It's Westwood Sloan, Logan Magnolia, and Kingsley Pearson, and they are all, if you go by the projections, and I say go by projections, I'm looking at BC Moore predictions. They are scheduled to all finish it with the same record, and then would go back to the points, which would favor, at least right now, Westwood. So there you have it.
Speaking of BC Moore, we're going to do a podcast with Dan, I think, on the Sunday after the last. So it'll probably Sunday what is that? What's the date? the 19th or 18th?
20th, I believe.
20th.
Yeah.
Is Brent Moore going to join us for that podcast?
Yep.
So, yeah, stay tuned for that. Dan Kroll put out that podcast. They'll probably publish it on late Sunday night or Sunday afternoon, wherever we get to it. But Brent Moore from BC Moore will join us, and we'll talk all things playoffs, and that'll be here before you know it, Kevin, as we're getting lined up here for this second half.
They snuck out on the field on me here. I was going to throw it back to Mel for one more quick break, but instead we're just going to roll right into the second half.
So you're the birthday boy. You get to call the shots tonight.
All right. West Hancock's going to kick it off. Bukema kicks this one, and it's going to drop and then picked up at about the 15-yard line. And that's picked up by Stenny. He winds his way over the 25 to about the 29-yard line. I'll go with the PA announcer on that one.
Yeah, good job by Stenny there to dip and dodge and dart his way up.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
For the 30-yard line. And again, it'll be another quick second half here, as it's been the case many times this season for West Hancock with the running clock and a lot of good mix of starters and first and second teamers in the game right now defensively for the Eagles.
2 receivers right, 1 to the left for Helgeson, and Helgeson back to pass, and he overthrows. He's intended for Price, and it was in and out of his hands, and a couple of Eagles had a chance there.
Some new faces in for West Hancock. Cohen Whitty's going to play that free safety spot as the Eagles go with single high safety. Nathan Bixel will be in at a inside linebacker spot, so the inside backers will be Nathan Bixel and Zach Bukema. Outside backers will be Brady Bixel and Creighton Kelly. And the defensive backs will be Teague Smith and Jacoby Subject. We'll get to that defensive line here after this play.
Single receiver each way, man in motion, left to right. They pitch it to him. That's Price. And Price met in the backfield, gets out of Bixel's tackle and goes up to the 30, but he's dropped abruptly there by Ray Gredlett.
Yeah, just a no gain on the play there. Again, it looks like they're running a long ways with these angles that we have up here, but no gain. Defensive line for West Hancock, Ray Gredlett, Reese Lutke, Shaler Prignance, and Gunnar Faust. Faust has had a very good game from his defensive end position and also from his tight end position, making a few key blocks on 2 long Brady Bixel touchdown runs.
Single receiver again each way now for Helgeson. And Price in motion. Helgeson. And gives it off to Christensen. Or no, he pitched it to Jensen. Jeremiah Jensen.
And they lost.
And then lost another yard.
Eagles stringing that out, and they've got this option game figured out. They're playing again disciplined defensive football, and the Bulldogs will have to line up and punt it again from their own 28-yard line.
So it'll be punt formation for the Bulldogs, 9:40 and counting. Back for deep for the Eagles will be Bixel and Smith.
Got a little bit of wind in the punter's face here.
And it's a little bit breezier than what it was, but not quite. It's not bad by any means. Snap is a little high. He gets the punt off, and it's angling towards Teague, and Teague takes it bravely and takes it up over the 45 and down to the Bulldog 41. And Teague had a defender right in his face. He ran up, caught that, and ran right past him.
Yeah, I think he almost surprised the punt coverage guy there, and able to pick up probably 10-plus yards on the punt return, set up West Hancock again. Inside Bulldog territory, they'll start this drive. They're first of the second half from the Bulldog 41-yard line.
8.5 to go. Third quarter, and here's the give to Jacoby Subject. He's got the corner and lots of room to run, and he gets tackled at about the 36-yard line.
Yeah, nice tackle there by Stenny. On the outside, Jacoby Subject got that great track speed, got to the outside there, but a nice open field tackle, 5-yard gain there for Subject.
And Creighton Kelly and Teague Smith go off the field for West Hancock. Now Teague gets the play, comes right back on. And the Eagle teammates will wait for him to get into the huddle. Quick word with his quarterback, and they break the huddle with Subject wing to the left. Balanced line for West Hancock, and they give it off to Brady Bixel. Brady into the secondary quickly, brought down at about the 24-yard line. A nice gain. That'll be 1st and 10 for the Eagles.
Gain of 12 there for Brady Bixel. 186 yards unofficially on 8 carries for the Eagle fullback as Creighton Kelly runs the play in. Teague Smith exits and sets up next to offensive coordinator Kevin Eisman. I was looking, Kevin, to see if we had any different offensive linemen in there. We do have our starting offensive line in there. Yes, we do.
Yeah, pretty much, yep. As they'll come out again, Jacoby Subject wing to the left. And it'll be Subject. He cuts it outside. He's got some room to run. He's at the 10. And he's brought down about the 5-yard line. It'll be first and goal, West Hancock. Nice gain by Jacoby Subject.
Yeah, nice run there by Jacoby Subject. Big holes there for the Eagles sophomore to run through. A gain of 19 for that sophomore. Eagles set up inside the red zone yet again.
First and goal just inside the 5-yard line.
So first and goal for West Hancock, just under 7 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Eagles looking to get on the board once more. They lead 47-6.
Bootleg.
Teague Smith wing to the right for jump guard. And it's going to be Subject again. Subject hops over a defender and goes in from 5 yards out. The Jacoby Subject with 6:41 to go in the third. 5-yard run.
And we got a host of Eagles running into the game right now. They are going to kick it. Carlos Lopez Hernandez, I believe you're going to have, I think you're going to have Whitty as the holder here, Kevin.
Does look that way.
Yeah, jam guard ran off. I thought I saw the kick. Yep, you're going to have Whitty as the holder. Brody Johnson, the long snapper. Just a freshman.
And the snap's a little bit low. Kick is up, though, and kick is good.
Good operation there.
And it's West Hancock, 54, Lake Mills Bulldogs, 6, with 6:41 to go in the third quarter. You're listening to West Hancock Football on B103.
Hi, I'm Brent McNeese. McNeese Tire and Automotive in Brett. Big or small jobs, we do it all. Tires, oil changes, and other vehicle maintenance, inspections, brakes, even transmission and engine work. And with 24-hour roadside service calls, count on our McNeese Tire family to be there for your child when it matters most. McNeese Tire, a mile and a half west of Brett on Highway 18. Call 843-3536 or visit us on Facebook.
Score big with fast fiber from COM1. Get up to 1 gig plus local support 24/7 so you can keep streaming your Eagles. COM1, the local one serving Hancock, Wright, and Humboldt County neighborhoods with the most reliable internet, telephone, and digital HD TV. Click com1net.net today.
All right, welcome back. And CLH is what I'm going to refer to him as, Carlos Lopez Hernandez, set to kick off for West Hancock. And here's his runoff, and it's a nice kick, tumbling end over end and taking it about the 12 and 15-yard line. And I believe is that Stenning once again? No, that's Price.
No, that was Price.
And Price takes it up to about the 31-yard line. So
I'm trying to find you a baseball score, Kevin.
Oh,
the Dodgers lead the Padres 1-0, bottom of the 5th. That game is being played in LA tonight.
And that series is, Padres are up, right? I believe, maybe I'm not.
Hold, please.
I feel like I'm on phone with customer service. As the Bulldogs come out now, single receiver each way again.
Series is tied 2-2. This is game 5.
Oh, okay. Helgeson's pass complete out there to Stenny, and he's dropped after about a 6-yard gain.
Complete on the right flat, Zach Stenny.
So just under 6 minutes to go here.
Gain is up to the
Lots of different Eagles in there. Nathan Bixel again. I just think it's pretty close. Gaken on the corner on this side. Off defensive line is Barranca, Cruz. Not sure who that other one is, and Carson Bruins on the other side.
Yeah, I think it's Wonder still.
Okay, it is. And it's a pitch to Price, and Price looking for some room to run and not getting anywhere.
How do you play the triple option?
Holy
There's a clinic
smokes.
for you right there. Defensive ends stay in their lanes. You've got a linebacker that can make the tackle on his own. So West Hancock defense is surgical tonight in what they're doing.
So
we got some new guys in.
Yeah,
Preston Gaken comes in for Zach Buchema. Caden Squire in at an outside linebacker. So Eagles going to drop back here with it being 3rd and long.
Yeah.
They're going to drop 2 safeties back, going to go 4-3. Bixel, Brady Bixel it is, will slide over to the corner here on the near side.
5-yard tackle for loss for Bixel there as 2 receivers to the right now. Empty to the left, and they put man in motion. The ball's on the ground as Helgeson can't handle this pitch. And now there's a big wide lane for, oh my goodness, nice job.
Preston Gakin in on the open field tackle against a varsity starter. Preston Gakin, a young Eagle to be excited about. Gakin, just a freshman, 5'8", 140, making a nice open field tackle on Jeremiah Jensen, a senior, 6'4", 180.
Yeah,
Preston Gakin showing off some of those wrestling skills out there as well.
They fumbled the snap, and then he pitched it back there, and
that looked like it was going to be. That looked like it was going to be a big play when he cut it back.
He had a lot of green in front of him, and it closed quickly, thanks to Mr. Gakin. So a single receiver again each way. Helgeson in the backfield. Jensen in motion, Helgeson back to pass, looking to his right, fires, and that one is in and out of the hands of Nathan Bixel. Nearly had the pick, and had a lot of green if he'd have caught it.
Big brother Brady Bixel is going to be giving his little brother a little grief for that one because Nathan picks that off. He might be returning that one for 6. Nice pass coverage there by the Eagles secondary, but Nate's going to want that one back.
Eagles will take over 1st and 10, and we have some new faces.
Yeah, a lot of new games, a lot of new guys that were in the game.
Younger Gretlet is in there.
Yeah, Michael Gretlet, Preston Gakin going to stay in. Squire, subject. Cohen Woody will be the quarterback.
Johnson.
Trinity Cruz, Johnson, Carson Frito. I believe I saw number 62 flash in there. Yeah.
Yep, and Ozzie Smith will bring the play in to Cohen Whitty.
Yeah, not Reagan Johnson. Brody Johnson. Reagan Johnson is injured right now, nursing a leg injury. So Brody Johnson will be the left guard.
And it'll be Nathan Bixel off the right side, and Nathan chugs his way down to about the 20-yard line. He's going to be close to a first down if he doesn't have it.
Yeah, he's got it. I believe they're going to move the chains. Nathan Bixel, the sophomore, younger brother of Brady, and with a first down.
Jonas Hollenbach in the game now for West Hancock.
He must have found his pants.
We joked that maybe he'd forgotten his pants there because
he didn't. He had some black pants on during warm-ups, but it looks like he found his pants and he's in the game.
He goes unbalanced to the left, and they give the ball to Nathan Bixel off the right side, and he's stuffed up this time. He's a little decongestant on the right side of the line as he only gets a yard or two. So it'll be 2nd and 8.
Maquoketa Valley and Northland, that one's tightening up, Kevin. Maquoketa Valley finally gives up a score. They still lead, but now just by 4, 12-8.
All right, thank you, sir. 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. West Hancock leading 54-6.
CLH bringing the play in for West Hancock. Again, Carlos Lopez Hernandez.
And he'll stay in the game at the end on our near side. And Whitty will back go, and he'll be having it on a keeper off the left side. Jukes, stiff arms, and gets near the stick. He's going to look like he's going to be short.
Just short as he tried to stiff arm him. Whitty picks up a nice gain on 2nd and long. Going to be 3rd and about 3 or 4 here for West Hancock.
Yeah, it looked like he was a little further than what he actually marked it, and that's just the angle we have here with 1.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Eagles will come out. Wing to the right. And Whitty will hand it off to Nathan Bixel off the left side, and he's going to have a short gain. He
might have got 1 or 2.
Yeah, won't have the first down. It'll be 4th down for West Hancock. 4 down territory.
Nathan Bixel again off the left
side. We approach the minute mark here in the third period. And notice, Jay, it is getting a little bit cooler out here tonight.
4th and 2.
It is. Starting to feel like fall, and everybody's in the fields now.
Yes, sir. Great show from the Northern Lights last night.
Yeah, that was pretty spectacular. I could see it from my deck last night.
Yeah, me too. Nathan Bixel, he has first down yardage, and he's going to be inside the 5.
About the 3 or 4?
Yeah. So it'll be 1st and goal for the Eagles. And they could run this thing to the 4th quarter if they choose to.
And
it looks like they might.
So it'd be, what, South 4 if it stays here? I believe it's good. The Eagles not in any hurry. So yard line winner will be South 4-yard line.
Okay, we'll check that for you here in just a second. And we will say at the end of 3, it's going to be West Hancock 54 and the Lake Mills Bulldogs 6. This is West Hancock football on B103.
The Titanium Lunchbox mobile food truck thanks you for your support, and we look forward to catering all your special events this year. Weddings, prom, graduation, reunions, or even a business luncheon. Choose anything off the Titanium Lunchbox menu or customize your own menu with casual or formal cuisine, even appetizers and desserts. Call us at 641-512-1187 today to book your event. The Titanium Lunchbox in Britt. What's in your lunchbox?
Sounds good. All right, welcome back, everyone. Start of the fourth and final quarter here. West Hancock leading 54-6 over the Bulldogs of Lake Mills. And Class A District 2 action. West Hancock going to clinch at least a share of the conference championship, and they can get the outright conference district championship next week at Mason City Newman. So right now they have a first and goal on the 4-yard line. Whoops, sorry, Jay.
Oh, no problem. That's one score we have not heard from is Newman at North Union tonight. Not sure what's going on in that game. I would guess, based on the injuries that North Union's got, I would guess that Newman would probably take care of business in that game.
All right, here it's West Hancock. It's Nathan Bixel in for the touchdown from 4 yards out, and he will start the fourth quarter, putting West Hancock back on the board. All
Nathan Bixel joins the scoring party. Eagles now lead 60-6, 11:57 to go in the fourth quarter, pending the extra point. But let's see what they're going to do here, Kevin. I think it's going to be Juan Alvarado.
Yes,
Juan Alvarado now going to have a chance to get in the scoring column. And the crowd, let me tell you, watch the student section. If this kick goes in, the crowd will go crazy for West Hancock. The student section will.
There's a snap. Kick is up. Kick is no good to the left.
Darn it.
So West Hancock will remain 60-6 in favor of the Eagles here at the start of the fourth quarter. This is West Hancock football on B103.
Sense Seed and Services in Britt, your local Pioneer team. Pioneer brand soybean varieties are raising the bar on yields and pushing those yields even higher with local knowledge, services, and support. So make the most of every acre with Pioneer brand soybeans and premium seed treatments like Elevo. Sense Seed and Services in Britt and Pioneer, with you from the word go.
Hi, I'm Dave Stroslick, president of Stellar Industries. The employee owners of Stellar Industries reflect the values of small-town living, honesty, integrity, kindness, and caring. With locations in Garner, Kanawha, and Mason City, Stellar is a proud supporter of high school athletes from across the North Iowa area. Log on to StellarIndustries.com to learn more about Stellar and how you can become part of our family.
We are back in Lake Mills, not back in black, but we are back in Lake Mills here. 3 seconds have gone out on the fourth quarter, and West Hancock on the board once again. They lead now 60-6.
Speaking of back in black, Hawkeyes and the Cyclones both have some tricky games tomorrow. Hawkeyes hosting Washington, about a 3-point favorite, and then the Cyclones going on the road, a night game at West Virginia. And let's talk about the highlight of the Cyclones game last week. Rylan Barnes. Cyclones have kind of been decimated at that linebacker position. We'll talk about it here after this kickoff play.
Alvarado's kick is taken at about the 28-yard line and running straight forward over the 30 to the 35.
So last week in the big win for Iowa State, Rylan Barnes got a ton of time at the middle linebacker position after Cale Brazino went down with an injury. Barnes was the next man up and did a great job. Just a walk-on freshman redshirt. Barnes had the green sticker on the back of his helmet, so he was making the defensive play calls and everything. And Rylan was representing West Hancock well last week at Jack Trice Stadium, and a nice victory for Iowa State.
Now a single receiver again each way for the Bulldogs. And Helgeson, pistol formation, waits the snap. It's a little bit low. He's going to keep it, and he's going to run it himself. He's got the corner, got some room to run, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds at about the 48. Eric Varanka, Cohen waiting.
Got a player down for Lake Mills here at the 40-yard line. Not sure what happened there, but that time the Eagles, the young Eagles into the game, kind of gave up that outside leverage. That time on the keeper by Helgeson. Nice gain by the quarterback.
So 11:03 to go, and we'll see. Is it going to be just a cramp, or?
I think it's more than a cramp.
All right, we're going to we'll take a break here while they tend to the injured player. This is West Hancock football on the home of the Eagles, B103.
Go Eagles from the Britt Chamber of Commerce and our members including Scott Johnson Drainage, Trolson Auto Parts, Westview Care Center, Allies for Substance Abuse Prevention, and Big Brad's Barbecue. We appreciate your support. See the Britt Chamber of Commerce Facebook page for info and events.
Trolson Auto Parts is your Napa Auto Parts and Napa Auto Care Center located in Britt. Trolson's is also your local authorized dealer for Snow Dog snowplows. For all your parts and service needs, contact Dan, Levi, or Caleb at Trolson Auto Parts, 641-843-3865. And check us out online at trolsonauto.com. Go Eagles.
All right, welcome back. And as we come back, the Bulldogs come up 1st and 10, and they draw the Eagles off side, and it'll be now 1st and 5. And the injured player was able to get up and walk off the field on his own, but I did not catch the number. He's
number 8, Kevin.
Okay, he's being stretched out. That's Landon Christian. He's a junior running back. And Carter Christensen has the first down for the Bulldogs down to the 29-yard line.
Yeah, probably the most room that Carter Christensen, the leading rusher, has had tonight for Lake Mills, comes with 10 minutes to go in the 4th quarter, and West Hancock leading by 50-plus. Eagles, again, with a bunch of new guys in there. Eric Baranca, Trinity Cruz, Jonas Hollenbach, and Carson Frito are your D linemen. Bixel, Squire, Preston Gakin.
Nathan.
And who's number 8 for us?
Schwaller.
Schwaller as the other linebacker.
Christensen again up the middle for the Bulldogs. He's going to have a short gain, about 2, and then bring up 2nd and 8. 9:40 and counting here.
And rounding out that defense, Carlos Lopez Hernandez, Ethan Gakin, and Cohen Whitty in the secondary.
So 2nd and 8, 9.5 minutes to go. West Hancock leading 60-6. Pistol formation. Single receiver each way for the Bulldogs, and it's Christensen once again. This time, Jonas Hollenbach met him in the backfield. It's going to be another short gain of a yard or so, and that'll bring up 3rd down. Good job by Jonas getting in there, making the stop.
Thank you, Mel, back at the studio. He's got me a Newman score. Newman leads North Union 22-7 in the 3rd quarter.
All right, thanks, Mel. Single receiver each way again for Helgeson as he's in the pistol formation. Fakes it to Christensen and keeps it himself, and he's going to get stopped shy of the 20, about the 22-yard line. We'll see where they mark it here, Jay. That's about 21, 22-yard line.
Ozzie Smith going to come into the game now for West Hancock.
It'll be 4th and short with about 8:20 to play. Single receiver each way. Helgeson looks things over. Here's a snap. And he's going to pitch it to Jeremiah Jensen. And Jensen will be, looks like he might have the first down.
Yeah, they're going to move the chains.
Square on the tackle.
I believe that's the station manager over there in the stripes, Kevin.
I believe it is.
We better be on our best behavior.
7:45 to play here in the 4th quarter. West Hancock leading 60-6. Bulldogs on the move, though. Can you get one more on the board here? Back to pass is Helgeson, and he's hit as he throws. And he overthrows Jensen. And Helgeson was
hit. Caden Squire coming in as a outside linebacker on the blitz there. Puts Helgeson on his back in an inaccurate throw because of being hurried on that blitz by Squire, because he had Jensen open on the little wheel route on the far side towards the pylon.
So to bring up 2nd and 10. Seven minutes to go, 4th quarter. Here's the snap. Helgeson hands it off to Christensen. And Christensen gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it as he's swarmed over by the interior of the Eagles defensive line. It'll be a gain of about a yard. It'll bring up 3rd and 9.
Spotted at about the 16.
Like you said, Caden Squires shooting in there and making the tackle. For the Eagles.
Yeah, continuing to build depth in these games where they kind of get out of hand. Eagles build up a big lead at halftime again for their 3rd or 4th week in a row and able to get a lot of these young faces into the game for this valuable experience.
And Helgeson's going to keep it, pitch it over to Jensen, and Jensen tackled out of bounds at about the 12.
Still not, I mean, good job again by this Eagle defense of stringing out that long option play, making sure they
bring up 4th and about 6.
Play their assignments and force the ball to the sideline. 4th and 6, Kevin, is that? Yeah, 4th and 6.
Just under 6 minutes to play. A little confusion now by the Bulldogs as they come out of the huddle, which way they're going. There are 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right for Helgeson. He's in the pistol, and he's going to roll out to his left, fire it. He's got a man wide open, and he falls down, and he's fell down short of the line to gain.
Some broken coverage there on the far side, but it's going to be still turnover and downs as the receiver goes down on his own to get that football.
Zach Steeney. So the Eagles will take over. 5 minutes to play here.
Some more fresh faces into the game for West Hancock. We've got, I believe I saw Cameron Fox out there. Ty Harms, I think, is going to be the quarterback.
Okay.
Got all the freshmen, I believe. Wyatt Finch, freshman lineman. So a lot of freshmen on the field now for West Hancock. Jordan Carlson also in the game. Eagles running a bunch of guys in and out of the huddle. We'll see if they're able to get this playoff as the play clock winds underneath 10 seconds.
They're up to the line of scrimmage quickly.
That is Harms.
And here's a snap. They do get it off, and they hand it off straight ahead.
Let's see who that fullback is.
That was Nathan Bixel. And big number 72 for
Wyatt
the
Hanna.
Bulldog.
Wyatt Hanna he's a big boy.
He just
Senior 6'5", 245, and he's probably going to be going to play some college football, is Wyatt Hanna. And one thing we do need to know that's unfortunate for Lake Mills, Aiden Stensrud, he had to have surgery on his, I believe it was a knee injury. He's a big weapon. He's going to be a college football player, 6'5", 245, not able to play his senior year, and that's a huge loss on the offensive line and defensive line for Lake Mills.
So Harms under center now for the Eagles. Turns, gives it off.
Ball came out,
ball's
Kevin.
Out, yeah.
We'll see. I believe West Hancock got back on it. It's hard to tell who carried that. Did Harms keep that?
Couldn't tell. He did hand it off. But
well, he was the one that recovered it, so who knows?
I'm not 100% certain, but I think Swaller was on the carry. But I can't say that for sure because there was just a big scrum there, and somewhere in the middle of it was the ball until it wasn't, and then Harms comes up with the ball out of the pile.
Hayden Kelly was in the game for West Hancock. Now he exits.
Eagles will come up to the line of scrimmage quickly. 4 seconds on the play clock. They get it off. And straight ahead again, not much going. Didn't need much, but I don't think they got it.
Yeah, that was actually Preston Gakin on the carry for West Hancock.
And we're going to
Eagles are going to bring in their punt team, so a lot of those guys that were trying to just stay warm on the sideline are going to have to warm themselves up running into the game. Zach Bucamo will line up to punt with 2:35 to go.
And then probably kick it about 2:20 or so.
Nate Bixel going to run in.
Eagles going to try to play with 11. Here's a snap. Snap's good. And he gets the kick away, and it's angling to the near sideline. Oh, and it hits.
that was probably a nice, good bounce by T, because that ball might have bounced forward another 10 yards.
Yeah.
As Buke, that was kind of that ball sounded heavy off of his foot.
Yeah, it did.
It was one of those ones where you're not real warmed up. You've been on the sideline just kind of chilling, trying to think about what your meal's going to be on the way home, and coach calls you and says, hey, punt punt team, so they got to run out there and didn't get all of it there.
So we've got $1.50 to play here. Lake Mills will start the possession in West Hancock territory at the 47.
Juan Alvarado now going to come in and play defensive tackle for West Hancock.
And we'll have a single receiver each way for the Bulldogs. Back to pass is Helgeson. He fires one out there. He's got a man wide open. Complete to number 8. That's Landon Christian. Christian was injured earlier. He's now back in the game and making a catch. So good to see that with 1:20 to go. And the Bulldogs get a first down. So
that time Helgeson able to hit the wheel route. That time to Christian, junior, 5'7", 120 is Landon Christian.
And it'll be
reverse. Really?
Yep, complete to Stenny, and it's going to come back because of the blindside block. But Stenny's in the end zone, but it will come back.
That is a definition of the blindside block, the illegal block now, and not really a big fan of Lake Mills running a reverse down 56 points with their first team against our third team. I'll just go ahead and say that right now.
So we got 56 ticks to go, and that'll come back. And
only a penalty of back for the spot of the foul.
It'll be still first down, but quite a bit longer to go. So it'll be first down and about 18 for the Bulldogs. And they'll come out single receiver each way for Helgeson. Christensen in behind him in the backfield, pistol formation. And he'll give it to Christensen. Christensen, big hole up the middle. And he'll be dropped about the 20-yard line.
Christensen up the middle, up to the 20-yard line.
And they'll have a first down with 30 seconds to go here.
They're going to hurry up to the line of scrimmage here. Oh.
Got to wait for the chains to get marked or stuck, and we will go. So 19 seconds on the clock as this play is run, and it's pitched off to Jeremiah Jensen, I believe. And he's going to be brought down about the 15-yard line with 9 ticks to go. 5 seconds to play here. This will be the last play of the game if they get one off. And they will not. Well, they will.
They're going to give it to him.
Back to pass is, and this is a jump ball intercepted in the end zone by, I believe that's
Brady Bixel with the interception,
Nathan
Kevin.
Bixel.
Nathan Bixel. Sorry, Brady or Nathan.
So that'll bring it into this one. West Hancock wins this one 60-6 over the Bulldogs of Lake Mills. And we will throw back to Mel for a break here. When we come back, we will run through the scoring on the second half and wrap it up here from Lake Mills. This, once again, your final score, West Hancock 60, Lake Mills Bulldogs 6. This is West Hancock football on B103.
Time at the Britt Bar and Grill. Open mic night is the second Tuesday of every month, starting at 8 o'clock. Come bring a guitar or all your best jokes. See our Facebook page for other upcoming events. So go ahead, break a leg and knock 'em dead at the Britt Bar and Grill, downtown Britt. Go Eagles.
Farmers Trust and Savings Bank, your hometown community bank, offering expertise in ag and commercial lending with digital banking products to fit all of your financial needs. Contact us today. Buffalo Center, Lakota, Britt, Lake Mills, and Bryceland. Member FDIC.
Bockelman Grain Equipment has been in the grain handling business in Britt for over 55 years. Call Paul at 843-3734 today for more information on grain bins and Shivers drying equipment. Bockelman Grain Equipment in Britt, the grain drying specialist.
It's showtime at the Britt Bar and Grill. Open mic night is the second Tuesday of every month, starting at 8 o'clock. Come bring a guitar or all your best jokes. See our Facebook page for other upcoming events. So go ahead, break a leg and knock 'em dead at the Britt Bar and Grill, downtown Britt. Go Eagles.
Instep Flooring in Kanawha. Think of plush, luxurious carpets in hundreds of colors and patterns. Consider the handcrafted beauty of exotic and domestic hardwoods. There's also the diverse styles and durability of ceramic and luxury vinyl. Options for all budgets. Choose Instep Flooring in Kanawha.
Discover Waldorf University in Forest City, where your passion meets opportunity. With scholarships available up to full tuition, a wide range of athletics, fine arts, and over 35 clubs and organizations, there's something for everyone. Whether on campus or online, experience the support of a community that feels like home. Learn more today at waldorf.edu.
Brit Seed Company doesn't just sell corn and soybean seed. You can trust Brit Seed to understand your fields and place channel, corn, and soybean products that perform. With the new Smart Stacks Pro and XtendFlex technologies, you can be confident that you're getting the superior pest control and weed management you want, high yield potential you need, and the most of every season. Ask Al or Rick Burgard or Dave Lampy for recommendations for your field. Call Brit Seed Company today.
It's showtime at the Brit Bar and Grill. Open mic night is the second Tuesday of every month, starting at 8 o'clock. Come bring a guitar or all your best jokes. See our Facebook page for other upcoming events. So go ahead, break a leg, and knock 'em dead at the Brit Bar and Grill, downtown Brit. Go Eagles.
All right, welcome back here at Lake Mills. Recap the second half scoring. At halftime, West Hancock led this one 47-6. There were just 2 scores in the second half. In the third quarter, it was a 5-yard run by Jacoby Subject with 6:41 to go. And Carlos Lopez Hernandez kick was good, and West Hancock went up 54-6. And then in the fourth quarter, just 3 seconds in, 11:57 to go, it was Nathan Bixel on a 4-yard run. Alvarado's kick was wide to the left, and West Hancock led that at that point 60-6, which was your final score here. West Hancock victorious over the Lake Mills Bulldogs, clinching a share of Class A District 2 championship. Next week, going over to Newman and try to win it outright with a victory over there. 2 sacks tonight. Rusty Hadacic and Neva Beach were winners of a sack of groceries, compliments of the Britt Food Center. If you want to be a winner, remember, get into Britt Food Center from 8 to 4:30 each Friday. Get your name in the drawing. If your name is pulled and the Eagles record a quarterback sack in that night's game, they will give you a bag of groceries, compliments of the Britt Food Center and the West Hancock Eagles. Britt Food Center, a big supporter of all things West Hancock. So, Jay, some final stats here?
Get you some scores here first, Kevin, the most updated scores that I have. Spirit Lake leads Garner Hayfield Ventura 49-6. Esterville, Lincoln Central, and Forest City are in a tight one. Esterville leads that one by a point, 20-19. Belmont Clemmy, at last report, leads AGWSR 20-14. Maquoketa Valley 20-8 over North Lynn. That's a big one. And then the other score of interest in our area, potentially, Sibley leads HMS 27-14. We both believe there's a good chance that if that score holds true, we might see Hartley, Melvin Sanborn in the playoffs in the first round. So those are your scores. Again, stay tuned to the Radio Iowa Scoreboard Show. Starts at 10 on KOW, and you can find it online as well, all the Radio Iowa stations. West Hancock tonight, stat-wise, Brady Bixel, 8 carries, 186 yards, and 3 scores. Creighton Kelly, 4 carries, 41 yards, and a score. Jacoby Subject, 3 carries, 29 yards, and a touchdown. Gustavo Gomez, 1 carry, it was a touchdown from 15 yards out. Nathan Bixel, 6 carries, 29 yards, and a touchdown. Teague Smith, 2 carries, 52 yards, and Cohen Whitty, a carry for 5 yards. Jamgard was 2 of 4 through the air, 1 touchdown and 1 interception for 25 yards. That touchdown was to Zach Bukema from 19 yards out. Creighton Kelly also had a reception. You talked about the Britt Food Center sacks. The second one was by Gunnar Faust and Ray Gretlet. And then interception-wise, turnover-wise for West Hancock, Nathan Bixel came up with an interception there at the end of regulation. And want to highlight Teague Smith. He also had a big kick return in this one, probably a 60-plus yard kick return after Lake Mills had returned their opening kickoff. So kind of a wild game how this started. There was 3 scores on the board, and there haven't even been 30-some seconds off the clock. So it was a wild one, and with the weather cooling off, now it's starting to feel like week 7, week 8 now. So we will be moving on to the last game of the regular season at Newman Catholic. So we'll be in Mason City next week. Join us if you can, because I'm not sure if we'll be able to live stream that game. If I remember correctly, there's a chance that we're not able to live stream that one. So get over to Mason City. There's a lot of good restaurants over there, go there, have dinner, and then come over and watch the Eagles end the regular season, hopefully with a big victory over Newman Catholic.
And better yet, stop at the Britt Bar and Grill on your way out to town. Yeah. Get something to go and eat it on the way. And come on over and watch the Eagles try to clinch Class A District 2 championship. So again, here on the Britt Bar and Grill post-game scoreboard show, we are going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have your State Farm player of the game and put the final touches on a 60-6 victory. West Hancock over Lake Mills, clinching a share of the district championship. This is West Hancock football on the home of the Eagles, B103.
It's showtime at the Britt Bar and Grill. Open mic night is the second Tuesday of every month, starting at 8 o'clock. Come bring a guitar or all your best jokes. See our Facebook page for other upcoming events. So go ahead, break a leg, and knock 'em dead at the Britt Bar and Grill, downtown Britt. Go Eagles.
Whether you're on the road, the 20-yard line, the court, the mat, or way out in center field, go for the win and score with Drive Safe and Save from your Jay Hiscox State Farm team in Britt. You could earn up to a 50% discount on car insurance. Plus, bundle your home to save even more. Inquire about low rates on business, farm, and life insurance, too. Your Jay Hiscox State Farm team in Britt. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call 641-843-3563 for a quote today.
All right, welcome back, and that's exactly what you should do is give Jay at State Farm, Jay Lindsay, give them a call. They'll get you quoted up on anything that you need, life insurance, property insurance, almost anything, except for maybe health insurance. So.
Not in that health. We're doing Medicare supplement, and it is that time right now. Medicare supplement with open enrollment right now, or if you're in retirement age, give us a call for that as well. State Farm player of the game, I'm going to give it to a guy that kind of goes under the radar on this team, but I think he's really good at doing his job offensively and defensively, and that's Gunnar Faust. I thought he's been terrific all season long this year, and tonight he just did his job like he just typical Gunnar Faust fashion. He's going to go out and do his job and be really good at it, putting pressure on the quarterback from his defensive end position, comes up with a sack tonight, and then he is a devastating blocker at the end position, the tight end position, which, let's face it, in this West Hancock offense, the tight end position is kind of you're more of a blocker than you are a pass catcher, and Gunnar does a great job in that, and so I'm going to give it to Gunnar Faust tonight, and Eagles, again, continue to roll along and make those steady improvements. And, you know, at the start of the season, I don't know if you could say we were a true contender, but I'll say it right now, West Hancock is a true contender again this year to be playing in their 4th straight state championship game and going for number 4 in the last 6 years or whatever it would be. So this team is on the right trajectory and hitting their stride right at the right time of year.
That they are. So again, next week we are over at Mason City Newman, wrap up the regular season, try to clinch an outright district championship, and then roll onto the playoffs. We'll host the first round game. Even with a loss next week, West Hancock will host a first round playoff game back in Britt the week after the regular season ends. So again, I want to thank Mel back at the studio. I want to thank all of you out there listening to us tonight. If you're working out in the field still, do it safely. And we will see you next week over in Mason City Newman. For Jay Hiscox, I am Kevin Wilson. And travel safely going home. And thanks you again for listening. Final score here, 60-6, West Hancock victorious over the Bulldogs of Lake Mills. We'll see you next week. Good night.